Rifters, we are here, and we're happy to wish you a very happy National Radio Day. So we hope you're spending this joyous occasion with your favorite smooth-talking nerds here at Static Rift on the Go Network. So, like I said, it's National Radio Day. I had no idea until 10 minutes ago, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe less than that.
Yeah. Isn't it National Chocolate Day soon? Or today, too? Is it the same day?
I would hope that's on a different day. You can't have conflicting national days.
I think...
Especially since National Chocolate Day should definitely be its own day.
Hold on. I got to find this out because the internet might be lying to me. Whoa.
That happens.
Okay. It's National Chocolate Pecan Pie Day.
That's awfully specific. Yeah, this we're getting carried away with these national days.
So you can enjoy our voices
Right.
with a slice of chocolate pecan pie.
If you're lucky enough to have some, and if you do, where'd you get it? I want some.
I didn't even know they made chocolate pecan
I wouldn't even
pie.
know where to get one.
Yeah, where do you get that?
Like,
I've heard of pecan pie or chocolate pie.
yeah. I mean,
But
other
both?
than a bakery, like, where do you get that?
But both?
Yeah. And even if you could find a bakery, like, that's a really specific type of pie.
It doesn't look that good in most of the photos. But there's
Oh.
one photo that says National Chocolate Pecan Pie Day,
Okay.
and it looks really good.
Yeah.
Other than that, it does not
mean-
look that good.
Oh, that one?
Yeah. I'd eat that.
See, I'd eat it.
But then you got like this, and I'm like, all set.
I don't know. It still looks good. It looks like a chocolate pecan pie.
It looks
I don't know.
gross.
If it was like green, I could understand that.
Looks like
It-
somebody like pooped out nuts.
but- well, it's gonna be brown. I mean, that's the color of
No,
chocolate.
I know, but it just the way it looks, like the shape and stuff. This looks good.
Yeah.
This looks nicely prepared,
Yeah.
and this one looks like somebody just dropped a trowel and dropped it onto the pie crust.
Well, that's great.
And
So,
you-
if you are enjoying chocolate pecan pie, you can now have that image in your head.
Well, as long as they have
See.
the right pecan pie, they might have the good slice.
Yeah, maybe.
They
but
might have the good
I
slice.
don't know. You might have just ruined it for them.
Yeah, I think I would have went with like Boston cream pie or chocolate cream pie. Is there? Let's find that out. Chocolate cream pie day.
I'm sure there's one. Yeah. I hope it already passed. So you have to like wait a whole year.
I'll be pretty sad. No,
Yeah.
I probably won't care, honestly.
I mean, you'll probably forget pretty quick.
I don't really care about days.
Yeah. Just in general. Yeah.
well,
Days are overrated, you know.
now we're down this hole, so we're gonna go through this. Even though I wanted to keep on track today,
Yeah, here we
like
go.
in my mind, I was like, we got to stay on track.
So that
'cause we got a-
lasted what, 90 seconds?
We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Well,
Yeah.
that lasted the moment you told me it was National Radio Day. And the moment I typed in National Radio Day, it showed me National Pecan Chocolate Pie Day.
Yeah, well.
There's a National Carrot Day coming up
Oh, whoopee. Can't wait for
in
that.
2 days,
Sweet.
right? Awesome.
All about that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Then we have National Hummus Day, already
Oh,
passed.
that's not bad.
World Milk Day. Not even national, it's world.
Milk Day,
World.
yeah. Right.
Everybody in the world should drink their milk.
Yeah, definitely.
International Beer Day.
Well, yeah, that's a big one.
It's the first Friday of August, so we missed it.
Ah,
We missed
well.
it.
that's okay.
International Guinup Day? Guinup?
I'm sorry?
Guinup? Guinep Day.
No idea.
National Coffee Day, September 29th.
Okay, well, that's like every day for me.
World Vegetarian Day
All
is
right.
October
Yeah,
1st.
so you're into that thing? Sure.
World Chicken Day, the second Thursday of October.
Oh, cool. Maybe
Yeah.
you can go get yourself a chicken sandwich from not Chick-fil-A.
World Egg Day is the second Friday of October.
Okay.
So hold on, you don't like Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A's garbage. I've talked about Chick-fil-A before.
It's okay.
They're garbage at everything they do.
I'd rather go to Popeyes, I think. Popeyes' new chicken sandwich is...
Oh, man. Woo. Now that's a chicken sandwich. Take note, Wendy's.
Well, Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich is
Yeah,
nothing to mess with.
sure. You need 5 of them to feel full.
No,
but sure.
if you got a spicy chicken sandwich, it's huge. It's not in those little $5 things.
Let's
It's like
hope
a
not.
big sandwich. Yeah.
But Popeyes, you're right. That man, woo, well done,
We got World Pasta Day,
nice. It's always good.
and then we have World Vegan Day
Yeah.
because vegetarian wasn't enough,
No, yeah, no.
and then International Tea Day.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Tea's good.
I'm not gonna go through all the. Every country has their own day too. I'm not going through them.
Of course they do. Yeah.
All set. Not doing them. Not doing them. Oh wow, wow. There's a lot. National Bloody Mary Day.
Nice. I'm about that one.
National Cream Puff Day.
Yeah.
National Chocolate Covered Cherry Day.
See again, like who eats chocolate covered cherries?
I have them on once in a while.
Ugh.
Pop a quick one.
Maybe it's because like I just think cherries are gross.
Oh, I like cherries.
Yeah, not a cherry fan.
National Kosalit Day.
Sure. Yeah.
Kosalit.
Kosalit.
It looks grossalit.
Cassoulet.
Cassoulet. Kosalit.
Kosalit.
Kosalit. Yeah.
Wow.
I see Kosalit.
Sure. Yeah. Even though it's CA to start the word, but yeah, Kosalit.
Whatever. Whatever.
It's cassoulet. It's French.
Who cares? It's trash.
Yeah. I don't
It
know.
looks
if it's
like
French,
trash.
it might actually be pretty good. They know how to make food.
It looks like trash too.
Yeah.
We got National Strawberry Ice Cream Day.
That's always good.
Do a couple more here. Do ice cream for breakfast day. First
Sure.
Saturday of February.
That could just be whenever you're hungover. Yeah.
National Pizza Day.
Nice.
At least 5 slices, it says.
Oh,
In
yeah.
parentheses.
Easy. Yeah.
Have to have 5.
Why would you have anything less than 5?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Just 5 slices. You have to have it.
Eat a pizza like a real person. Yeah.
Chocolate Souffle Day.
Cool. Okay.
National Frog Leg Day. But
I'm out. All set.
they
you
get-
Frenchies.
They get the short end of the stick because it's celebrated on Leap Day.
Oh.
So you only get one Frog Day
Yeah.
every 4 years.
Well, that's probably the way it should be, quite frankly. Yeah.
See
frog
if
legs.
there's a
Ugh.
day on my birthday. National Clams on the Half Shell Day. Gross.
That's pretty good. Clams are good. You don't like clams?
Not. No,
No.
not really.
Yeah.
On the half shell. So
Yeah.
they're just stealing when you click half shell, it shows you the Ninja Turtles
No,
too.
I think it just means that like the shell's already opened.
Right?
You don't
Yeah.
have to-
Gross.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, that makes it easier. You don't have to open it yourself.
if I ate them, it'd be fried clams and they'd be really crispy. That's it.
Of course, you'd fry it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, clams are good on there. You don't need to fry everything.
I don't like slimy stuff.
Okay.
We've went over this many times.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't
forgot.
like slimy stuff. I can't do slimy stuff.
I prefer the slimier the better when it comes to
Gross.
seafood. Oh, the slimier the better.
Nasty.
Yep.
The smell, the texture. I'm all set.
I don't like to fry my seafood. Give it to me slimy.
Nope. All set there. So there's a lot of national food days.
Yes. Yeah, there are.
A lot of National Moonshine Day,
Nice. Now that's a good day.
National Applesauce Cake Day.
Ew.
I didn't even know that existed.
Ew. Why would you? Ew. No.
National Eat Your Vegetables Day.
Kiss my ass.
I'm sure there's a National Kiss My Ass Day.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Vince McMahon's favorite day.
Do you think it's like him, like if they have like a poster of it?
I hope so. I hope the symbol is just him with his pants down. Just
I gotta find that out.
the good old days when Vince was actually fun.
I don't think there's a National Kiss My Ass Day, unfortunately.
There may not be. We could always make one.
Oh, National Kiss My Ass Day. Hold on.
Huh?
Let's go. Let's get it.
It does exist.
The 7th of July.
Oh, it's already passed. Damn.
Yeah. The
Oh, well.
7th of July. It's real.
Oh well. We'll have to
Unless
wait
they're
until
lying
next
to
year.
me. I don't know. All right. We're done with days here, folks.
Yeah.
It's the end of days.
Yeah.
It
Might be.
It might actually be.
It might be. Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about a lot of maybe disappointing things today.
Ooh. You okay there?
I don't know. There was like a little piece of hair.
You making out with the microphone? or
No,
something?
There's a little piece of hair in the mic, I think.
Yeah.
And it went in my nose. And then it made my nose itchy. So, yeah. I like
good.
to get up close and personal with the mic.
Yeah.
So sometimes my nose touches it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. This time it
really,
got
really up there, huh?
a piece of hair, whatever it was. Something wiggled up my nose.
Oh.
It's like still itchy. So, like I said, it's gonna be maybe a somber show. It's still really itchy. It's killing me. It's like the worst.
Oh,
Okay.
this is gonna be good. Yeah.
So it might be a really somber show because we have a lot of, I guess, disappointing things to talk about. Well, maybe not. Maybe
I don't
not.
know. It's trending that way.
So we're going to have 3 good segments for you if we can stay on track, which so far we haven't proved to do that
No.
yet. So we'll
It's
see.
it's likely gonna be 2, but we'll see.
We'll work it out. We're going to
Yeah.
do this.
We'll
We're going
do
to
our
do
best.
this. We're going to do this. So we are going to be reviewing the War of the Realms Omega. I'm kind of on the fence about Zero issues or Prime issues or Omega issues because a lot of the time they're not worth your money or they're worthless. So I guess that would mean they're still not worth your money.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about that because me and Jason both read the issue. Is it worth your money? Should you read it? Does it further the story? Does it mark up the story? Is it great? Does it suck? We'll let you know all that. Then in our second segment, we may be talking about the end of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh no.
So today, the divorce of Sony and Marvel looks to be imminent.
Hmm.
So we'll be talking about the current fallout of Marvel/Disney not being able to come to terms with Sony. Or should I say vice versa? Who's the villain here? We'll let you know. Maybe there's not a villain. Maybe they're mutual villains. But we'll talk about it. We'll let you know why the deal fell through, what's going to happen in the future of the Marvel Universe, or what we think is going to happen, because nothing's set in stone yet. It's just been reported, I think it was by Deadline, that posted the article, and obviously like every site known to man's
Yeah.
posting it. So Deadline was the initial person. I don't know how trustworthy they are. Are they kind of...
They're okay. Yeah. I mean, it's been confirmed and like resubmitted by others as well. So.
Sure, but I think they're confirming it from them, though.
Well, maybe, but
I believe there's... I feel there's hope. Maybe.
yeah.
I don't know. But we'll talk about that. We'll let you know what's going to be happening to Spider-Man and what's going to be happening to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it could be a really bad time for both parties.
Yeah.
Then we're going to have our large wrestling segment like we promised last week. We're going to be talking about SummerSlam, TakeOver, Toronto, the G1 block finals, and the final itself. And then we're going to do a little current state of wrestling. Well, the whole segment's going to be a current state of wrestling. But we're going to review all those because those were pretty big events. And then we're going to talk about what's going on recently with King of the Ring, NXT moving from the WWE Network,
Yeah.
and AEW, with them moving up and starting to actually tour cities and stuff, and what that means for the current landscape of wrestling. So we'll be talking about all that stuff. I don't know if is there. I feel like there's another big wrestling thing that happened that I wanted to talk about, and now I can't remember what it is.
Not that I can think of.
There was definitely one other big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll remember. Maybe we'll touch upon Jericho and what's his name?
Regal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Steven or the other guy.
William.
Yeah.
Yeah. The better Regal.
I mean, they're the same person,
Sure, but
right? They're the same person.
Yeah, but William was better.
I like how New Japan refuses to call him William. They will
Yeah.
only call him Steven.
Yeah, well.
So, but they're the same guy. It's not like they're brothers or anything.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
No, I'm just letting the listeners know in
Yeah.
case they're like, whoa, I like Steven, but I didn't like William, or I like William, I don't like Steven.
Yeah.
They're the same dude.
Yeah.
Same dude. So that's the plan for the show tonight. And as we start every single show, we talk about what we did this week. And a little segment I like to call, What Have You Consumed? Bum, bum, bum. We should have like a Jaws theme. Us consuming stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you do this week, Jason?
I watched a show on AMC called The Terror. I think I talked about this show last year when it was in its first season. It's a horror anthology series, and
There's a lot of those going around.
yeah, but this is actually like a good one for like adults, not American Horror Story, which is for like adolescent teenagers now, because Ryan Murphy is the most unimaginative prick on the planet.
I don't know who Ryan Murphy is.
He's the guy who made American Horror Story.
Okay.
Yeah, he also made Glee.
Oh, fantastic.
So, yeah, that's his rap sheet. But no, this is actually good. This is actually like real horror stuff that's actually kind of scary and
Did
well-written.
you like the horror show, Horror Story, or whatever it is, at all?
I liked some seasons of it.
I
But
didn't waste my time.
lately, it's been garbage. So, yeah. First couple of early seasons of that were good. Later seasons, bad. This is on AMC. Again, it's called The Terror. Season 1 was about like an Arctic expedition.
It's like The Thing.
Sure, but not like The Thing. There was no like alien thing involved.
So not good, like
No.
The Thing.
No, but there was like a killer polar bear, so that was kind of cool.
Okay.
This season is set in the 1940s, right around Pearl Harbor, and it's about the Japanese like internment camps that were over in California.
Yeah.
And it's about the bakemono, which is a Japanese like horror ghost, I guess, apparition type of thing
Okay.
that's haunting several families in this internment camp. So far, it's really good. It's, obviously it's only 2 episodes in, so it's still building up. But it's one of those shows where, like, it's a drama, and so you're watching it, and there's horror aspects to it, but they're, like, subtly put in there, which I like. So, like, there's a scene in the first episode where 2 of the main characters are walking down a dock. They're just kind of talking, smoking, whatever. And you can see it in the back. There's, like, something walking towards them, like, slowly, and then it kind of picks up a little bit, and then it just, like, disappears. So it's kind of subtle horror stuff like that. I think it's probably going to ramp up as the season goes on.
So like Buddy Murphy in the Roman Reigns thing when the scaffolding fell on him.
No, way better than that. Not
'Cause he
nearly
was
as
just kind of
cheesy.
like rolling around in the back.
Yeah, not nearly as cheesy. Much better done.
Okay.
No goofy faces or stuff falling or anything like that. So, yeah, it's really good. Season 1 was good. If you haven't checked that out, definitely watch Season 1. Jared Harris was in it.
Know who that is?
If you watched Chernobyl, he was the main scientist guy on that. British actor.
Nope. No Chernobyl for me.
Yeah, no, another show you haven't watched.
Another show that I probably
Won't watch. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. And actually, you probably won't watch this one either because they speak in Japanese and a lot of it's subtitled. So, not for you.
I'll watch subtitle stuff.
Eh.
I never said that I wouldn't, but I just don't like watching my anime in subtitle unless I have to.
Well, this is an anime.
This show that you're watching is an anime?
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought you said this is an anime.
No,
so you're
I-
okay then. So I'd probably
No.
watch it.
I don't watch anime. No, it wouldn't.
You
be.
should watch anime.
I don't. No.
Why not?
All set.
So you don't watch any anime at all?
No.
Jason.
No.
Jason.
I think Dragon Ball Z back when I was a teenager was the last anime I ever watched.
Jason. You're missing out, man.
I have not.
You are
it all
missing
seems the
out.
same. Something explodes and somebody goes, "Oh my god!" and with the big wide face, and that's it.
Not true.
But yeah, watch The Terror. It's really good. George Takei is in this season, and he plays like an old sort of like wise man. It's cool. Yeah, check it out. It's on AMC, so it's free, and it's better than The Walking Dead. I can bet you that. I would bet you it is.
Maybe now it is. Maybe
Oh,
now.
sure, yeah, because it's not trying to, force 10 seasons down your throat for no reason.
No, because The Walking Dead just blows now.
Oh,
But-
I think it's always blown, but
No, it didn't always blow. It was good in the beginning. It was good for a while.
maybe.
Just sucks now. It's not good now.
Yeah.
Dimitri, what'd you do this week?
Oh, we stopped talking about national days? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We talking about national days like 5 minutes ago. We were
Eventually.
talking about Japanese people and some
I'm,
kind of things walking in the background.
I finished watching Invader Zim.
The movie?
Both the show and the movie. Because there's a new movie on Netflix.
Right.
So I watched that too.
How was the movie?
The first season of Invader Zim is my favorite, and then it goes downhill from there.
So the movie sucked.
The movie was probably... So, as the TV show goes on, it gets worse. So season 1 is the best, season 2 is worse, and season 3 is the worst. I think it's between season 2 and 3. So like it's not the best, but it's
But
also
it's
not the
new
worst.
content.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's set in between the older seasons?
No. In my
Okay.
opinion, quality.
I gotcha. Okay, now I get you.
It's a whole new story, a different animation. It's about an hour and 10 minutes long.
Mm.
So it's like a few episodes put together.
So not like a feature film.
No. But
Yeah.
I've always liked Invader Zim, so I just decided to rewatch it.
Are they like creating like a new series or anything? Like was the movie the start of something, or they
no,
just
it's
made
just
the
a
movie?
one-off. Just kind of like Rocko's Modern Life. They created a 45-minute thing of Rocko's Modern Life too on Netflix,
Yeah,
When did that happen?
like a few weeks ago.
pretty new.
Really?
I never actually watched Rocko's Modern Life when it was on TV, but I did watch the movie, I guess you would call it.
I never watched it when it was on TV, but I want to watch it now because I feel like it
There's
had a
the-
lot of.
Adult stuff in it.
Oh man,
Oh,
they
yeah, definitely.
yeah.
He was a sex operator.
I know, but like I watched it as a kid. I didn't understand that.
No, as a kid, you don't understand the nuances.
I had no idea what he. I just was like, oh, goofy thing on the TV, funny. Like, you know, if I watched it now, I'd be like, oh, damn, this is what they were doing.
Invader Zim is kind of the same way, just not
Yeah.
as bad. There's still little things here and there that
Yeah.
you notice as an adult.
Well, even SpongeBob did that.
Oh yeah.
Even SpongeBob had things.
I mean,
that
a lot
I
of
see it now, and I'm like,
Most cartoons have that
yeah,
little nuances for the adults.
no, it's true.
So they just decided to do a quick little special. They were like, "Here you go."
I guess so.
Yeah, why not?
I saw it. I'm like, oh, I'll watch it.
I mean, that's exactly why they did it. People were like, yeah, I'll watch that. It's on my list. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
I
It's
don't
all right.
know.
Yeah.
It's watchable. It's pretty cool. But like to me, like season 3 of Invader Zim is almost unwatchable. It's like
Oof.
bad.
It's that bad.
That's disappointing.
Well, it just goes downhill. You know, season 1's the best one for.
What
Invader Zim.
makes it so crappy?
Just the story arcs that they choose, and it has nothing to do with like the actual plot of the show, and it's I don't know.
It's kind of how like what American Gods did in season 2. Oof.
Never watched that show.
Oh man, season 1's great. Season 2, oh boy, do they plummet.
Yeah, a lot
Yikes.
that happens to a lot of shows, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, and a lot of times you look it up and it's like one writer got replaced, and that made
Yeah.
a world of difference. And it's just like, how did it get that bad?
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
So, yeah, I get it.
I don't know if I want to watch this Rocko's Modern Life thing.
Well, the beauty of it, John, is you don't have to.
I mean, I do, but I don't know if I want to.
Well, how long did you say it was? 45 minutes?
Rocko's Modern Life. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like
That's
then I'm
easy.
gonna want more, and I'm not gonna get more, and then I'm just gonna be sad because I want more, and that's it.
and you
probably.
can't get more.
No.
Yeah, so I might just be like,
Greed is a tricky thing. Yeah.
I already got rid of the emptiness of not having good cartoon shows that I liked when I was younger.
Sure.
So like to bring them back to tease me, that'd be like them bringing back the spicy nuggets
Yeah.
and then just giving me one nugget and being like, that's it.
That's all you get.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll watch it. Maybe I want to, but I don't at the same time. I don't know. I was hoping that maybe they'd be like, now we're gonna do another show.
Yeah. There's a possibility. We'll see. Probably not, but we'll
Probably
see.
not. Doesn't look like it. Looks like this dude was just like, I'm making this.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Pretty much.
Not bad.
I don't like that they call it an original film though, because I feel like a film can't be a film.
It has to be a feature film. I mean, there's short films.
So
there's
then it
Yeah.
should say a Netflix original short film. It shouldn't say a original film because it's technically not a film because a film's got to be like.
a film is anything that's recorded.
No, film, yeah. It's
No,
a film.
I thought a film was supposed to be like over an hour and 20 minutes.
That's a
No.
feature film.
Yeah.
Listen.
No, film doesn't have to be over that long. You can literally have like a 20-minute film.
It's a short film.
Yeah, sure, but it's still a film.
Should be.
The word film is losing all meaning now.
should
Said
be
it too many
should be,
times.
should be called a short film.
Yeah, sure.
Just saying.
Yes.
As for myself, we had a tournament this past weekend at Apex Entertainment in Marlborough, Massachusetts. So we're still doing our normal tournament at Game Underground actually this weekend coming up on Saturday. But we started doing 2 now, so we do another one at Apex Entertainment because they really like having tournaments. They keep being like, come back, we want you. So it feels nice to be wanted. So if you haven't been to Apex Entertainment, it's an alright place.
Yeah.
I don't love it. I don't think it's great. I don't think it sucks. It's like right in the middle. Like there are cool things about it, and then there are crappy things about it, I guess. So.
I went there once, and they have a giant pretzel on the menu.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Not that good.
It's not that good, but the only thing about it is that it sits in your stomach like just a brick,
Ugh.
and you're
Yeah.
literally not hungry for about 24 hours.
When you
See,
eat it, though,
yeah.
when you're eating it, it doesn't taste like when you're eating it. It feels like it's just made of air, so you don't think it's gonna be a brick in your stomach. When you're eating it,
Yeah.
it's just like so light and fluffy, and you're like,
But it ends that way.
it tastes like bread opposed to a pretzel. Because you know how pretzel's supposed to be like
Yeah.
doughy and
Right.
thick. Like this is like legit like a pretzel shell with
Yeah.
like French bread in the middle or something, or like
Oh, that's trash.
yeah, it's really trash.
That's
It's
so
super
bad.
trash. But then when you eat it, it just like sits in your stomach and it just doesn't want to leave.
That sounds awful.
But I didn't get a pretzel this time, so
Well, yeah,
I
hope
learned
not.
my lesson after the first time. But they got a cool set of arcade games, I guess, and they have laser tag and they have axe throwing and they have a bunch of other escape rooms and a virtual room where you walk around and freak out. I don't know.
Oh, sounds awesome.
They have a rope course and they have bumper cars and they have a lot of stuff. Yeah, really a lot of stuff. And now they have Pokemon tournaments on certain times during the month when we're there. So we had our first tournament. This month's tournament is called the Mirror Cup. It is basically reflecting all the past cups. So you just basically redo an old cup because Sylph was lazy and decided not to make a new cup for the last month of the season.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
That's how I feel. Sorry, Sylph. If any Sylph people are listening, I love you.
Yeah.
But that's how I feel. They were just lazy. Like it's cool to like go back to certain older cups because you know maybe the meta's different or new Pokemon came out or new moves came out or certain things happened and there. So, for example, the 3 that we did, the one we did this past weekend was the Kingdom Cup, which is Fire, Ice, Dragon, and Steel type Pokemon. The meta's kind of basically the same. Nothing really changed, I'd say. For the most part, I don't think anything really changed. So that's not a real big difference. It was kind of like the same. It was still fun to come back and play because I didn't have some of the Pokemon that were really relevant, and that's why I didn't do well. Even though I did well, but not well enough again. So the last 5 out of 6 tournaments, I've made it to the championship and lost. So this is my fate again this time. So I can't cut it in the big one, I guess. I got to figure out why. Still can't do it. But well, this time I know why. Like I just shielded in the wrong way. They just got my shield when I shouldn't have shielded, and that's what did me in this one. But yeah. So we had the Kingdom Cup, Apex. It was cool. We had Body Armor and Vita Coco sponsoring us. Vita Coco gave us some new energy drinks called Runa. I believe that they're from Vita Coco.
Okay.
We didn't have any Vita Coco, and Vita Coco sponsored this time along with Body Armor, so I'm assuming they gave us the Runa. So if they didn't, I apologize. But Runa's pretty good. It's an energy drink made from like natural leaves of like plants or like tea
Nice.
leaves or something. I don't know.
Okay.
It tastes good,
Yeah.
and it's like 0 calorie and zero. It's only got like a couple things of like carbs or something. It's like really like good for you, I guess, or better than Red Bull or Monster or
Well,
yeah. It doesn't have those crappy
Right.
things in it like some of them do. So it's pretty good. I really like it. So I got a case of that, and I got obviously some Body Armor, as you see me drinking. And the tournament was good. We had an alright turnout. We usually get pretty good turnouts at Apex. They give us a big area to play, so we have a lot of people. Last time we had 20. This time we had a little less than that, but a good number. A good number. Because because I didn't count. I don't remember what it was, but it was a good number. We had 4 rounds as usual, so at least like 12 to 15 people.
Okay.
Yeah, good. And Apex gives us gifts too. They give us play cards for their arcade. So the champion gets a 1-hour play card, the runner-up gets a 30-minute play card, and the third place gets a 15-minute play card. So I got a 30-minute play card because I came in second place. But yeah, I don't know. Disappointing. I didn't do well. Well, I did, but I didn't. I didn't do well to my standards.
Yeah.
Not the champ. I'm sick of getting silver medals. I got so many of them. I don't want them anymore.
Yeah.
Want a gold one.
You're becoming like the Buffalo Bills of these Pokemon tournaments. 4
Well-
straight Super Bowls with a loss.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, yeah. Oh, gross.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the Bills.
No.
Is there another team that sucked as good as them?
Well, they were the most infamous because they went to 4 straight and lost all 4.
Well, I went to 5 out of 6, and I've lost all 5.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
yeah, it's bad. A lot
not
of them
great.
were by 1 tap, but I beat Brennan this time.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got over that hump. I beat
Yeah.
him one other time before, but there was a lot of like glitches and issues.
Yeah.
So he was like super frustrated, so I don't count it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if he wasn't frustrated, he probably would have beat my ass.
Maybe. Yeah.
But this time I flat out just clearly beat him. I just
Well, I could tell he was doing something. He finally opened the gift I sent him 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brendan. Yeah.
6 months.
It was a long time.
Oh
Mister,
wow.
open your gifts. Yeah.
Well,
Open yours.
if he's listening, open your
Yeah.
gifts.
Open your gifts, Brendan. Jesus Christ.
Me and him just became lucky friends today, for like the 3rd or 4th time or something like that.
Well, him and I could have been there if he had opened his gifts. But nope. No, it just sat there for like 4 months. Yeah.
So next week we have, well, not next week, this weekend. I guess it's still kind of next week. I don't know. Saturday we have 3 tournaments at Game Underground. It's kind of reflecting, since it's the Mirror Cup, our original set of tournaments, how we had the 3 that first time.
Right.
So we're doing a Boulder Cup again, just like the first time. But this time the meta's really different. Like Boulder Cup's almost completely different from how it was. I mean, it's still the same like types, rock, ground, steel, and fighting. But the Pokemon there are a lot of newer or different Pokemon, or Pokemon have different moves that make them better. So it's definitely going to be a lot harder because I won that one. That's the last one I won, the first one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I can win again. And then we're doing a Twilight Cup as well, which is Dark, Fairy, Ghost, and Poison. And then we're doing an open Ultra League to end the season, because this is the last of Season 1, and then I'm not sure when Season 2 is going to start up. Some say October. Some say they're going to wait a little longer. I don't know. We'll find out. But that's what I did. I played Pokemon, and I lost. Again. So
Yeah. It happens.
it does. It's happened quite a lot. It's happened.
To you more than others.
It's
I think,
happened
but yeah.
5 out of 6 times. I mean, I guess you could say that I'm consistent, that I make it to the championship a good amount of times.
Sure, yeah.
I'm good enough then.
Yeah.
I'm just not good enough to win. That's all.
Yeah.
I lose in the championship. I can't win. So
Don't know what to tell you.
I'm like the St. Louis Blues back in the day too.
Don't talk about them.
I'm just saying. So
Don't
maybe I'll
wanna hear about the.
maybe I gotta win.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe this week I gotta win.
Because apparently the world is upside down. Everyone who shouldn't, all the gutless bums who shouldn't win are winning now. So.
Oh jeez. Well, we won't get into that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. The Bruins weren't good that night.
No. But you'll crack through.
No, because then I'm like, no, because now you make me feel like I don't want to be a gutless bum and come through.
No, you made it to 5 out of 6. The Blues just never. That's a different story.
Like in the 60s, they made it mad times, didn't they?
Oh, I don't know.
I think they made it like,
How would I know what happened in the 60s?
I think back in the day, they made it like 4 times in a row. Or 3, or maybe more. Then the Bruins beat them, a couple other teams, and they just got their ass beat. Like, they got, like, shut out they got, like, destroyed.
So you're the Buffalo Bills / St. Louis Blues
Yeah.
of Pokemon tournaments.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately. Which is gross
Yeah.
and awful. So, yeah. That's what I did this week. I lost. Again. So, I'll let you know next week
Damn.
if I can win. I'm probably going to lose 2 more, 3 more, because I'm going to win the Ultra League. Normally the Ultra League's my thing. So I plan to win that. I plan to win them all, actually, but we'll see what really happens. So we'll find out next week. So we're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back to talk War of the Realms Omega. Is it worth your time? Is it worth your money? Did we enjoy it? Did it suck? We'll let you know, so stay tuned.
Have you always wanted to make your own podcast? Or had dreams of becoming the next social media influencer? Don't let office space and equipment be what gets between you and your dreams. New studio space is now available through the Go Network. The Go Network is a multimedia broadcast company that currently hosts live radio shows and podcasts. With microphones to fit all guests, the ability to video record interviews, a stage for band performances, and an editing suite to put your audio and video content to the next level. The Go Network will provide assistance with producing, editing, sponsorship outreach, marketing, and more. You can create the podcast or web series you want with the lower price tag. Visit our studio location in Norwood or our audio suite in Canton. For more information, call us at 857-445-0424 or email us at info@gonet.com. That's info@geauxnet.com.
Has your computer seen better days? Is it always freezing and lagging? Are you constantly plagued with pop-ups and viruses? Are you not able to get any work done? You don't need a new computer. You need Phoenix Technology Support. With just one call to Phoenix Technology Support, you will never have to stress over the hassles of taking your computer to a repair shop again. Just leave your computer right where it is and let us come directly to you. Phoenix Technology Support has over 10 years of experience in the industry of customer support and IT solutions, and it's the best place for help with all of your home or business electronics. From gaming systems to tablet setups, smartphones to smart TVs, even business servers and emails. We will help set up or troubleshoot almost any technology in your home or office. So next time you think your technology is at the end of its life, have it rise from the ashes like a phoenix by calling Phoenix Technology Support at 617-658-3240. That's 617-658-3240, or go to www.phoenixtechboston.com.
Aren't you tired of your plain white walls? Do you ever wonder why you feel uninspired at the office or feel like your home lacks character? It's always the same boring walls over and over again. Well, it's time for a change. Visit waldecor3d.com and order wall panels that will turn your walls into beautiful and extravagant looking accent walls. The 3D wall panels give an extra dimension and complement just about any room. Their current selection includes plant fiber wall paneling, MDF wood wall panels, mosaic real wood paneling, and thin slate stone veneer. Remember, that's waldecor3d.com. Order now and add some depth to your life.
Hey Dan, you're a gamer. What is the comfort level of where you are playing?
Comfort does not exist in the gaming world. After several hours, you push through the pain.
You need Edge.
Edge?
Extended duration gaming equipment. Do you like your headset?
Let me guess. I have to drop hundreds of dollars for the newest, most comfortable headset.
No, sir. Keep your headset and let Edge make it better. Add a soft top made from 100% plush sheepskin wool to eliminate top of the head pressure.
So I can keep my lucky headset?
Keep them and your backups, but let Edge give them an upgrade. What about the seating arrangements?
At a tournament, you get a metal folding chair, which is great if I want to knock out a professional wrestler. Terrible if I have to sit in it for hours at a time.
Just like Edge upgraded your headset, now they're going to upgrade your chair with Soft Seat. No more fidgeting around trying to get comfortable, no more pain in your back, shoulders, and butt. Turn any chair into a comfortable gaming station. Go to edgeprogaming.com, type in the code GONETWORK, and receive discounts on your entire purchase. Take your gaming to the edge. When I'm feeling sluggish, I'm not looking for the jittery feeling of coffee. I'm reaching for Neurosonic, the only energy drink I trust to keep me going. Neurosonic is just one of the great drinks in the neurofunctioning beverages line. When I'm stressing an interview, Neuro Bliss keeps me cool, calm, and collected. And when it's time to call it a night, I don't want sleeping pills and all the crazy after effects you hear about. I want Neuro Sleep to help me drift off to dreamland. Neuro drinks are surprisingly low calorie and full of the healthiest and most efficacious vitamins and minerals. Artificial flavors and colors don't work for them, and neither should they for you, so they don't allow them in their drinks. To find a store near you that carries Neuro, go to drinkneuro.com or visit amazon.com to order a 12-pack. Neuro, drink with a purpose.
If you're just hearing about Monk Therapeutic Air for the first time, it's a recyclable diffuser that promotes mood change and life-enhancing effects through our custom blends of essential oils and the ancient practice of aromatherapy. Monk is the simplest aromatherapy device in history. You don't have to know anything about essential oils. We do all that for you. Simply pick the way you want to feel, open your Monk, and breathe in as your Monk diffuses an eclectic blend of essential oils and wild plant extracts. Monk is available in 7 different blends, all of which are organic, natural, and free of nicotine, tobacco, or artificial chemicals. Visit monq.com to learn more.
Are you in need of stickers, be it for personal or business use? Then you need to go to stickeru.com right now. That's stickeryou.com. Sticker U is passionate about providing you and your business with the highest quality custom stickers, labels, decals, and iron-ons. They can even make you temporary tattoos. If you want to stick out from the competition, then you need Sticker U, as Sticker U provides the best platform in the world to create custom products that make you stick.
In a world filled with many distractions, would it be incredible to find a way to get lost in your own choosing? Do you love to hear crisp audio from your favorite podcasts? Have you ever felt like the soundtrack to a movie or video game would sound greater if there was a better way to deliver sound? Bear Dynamic closed-back studio headphones are a perfect tool for any sound enthusiast. Plug in your Bear Dynamic headphones and go on an audio escape. The Bear Dynamic DT770 Pro headphones are a favorite amongst music producers, sound engineers, and broadcasters all over the world. If you're not prepared to compromise on studio sound, visit www.beardynamic.com. That's www.beardynamic.com and get your own pair now. Whether for home or on the go, it is the right product for every need.
Hey Dan, you're a gamer.
John, that's a bit of an understatement.
What is the comfort level of where you are playing?
Comfort?
Yeah, the seats you're sitting in.
At a tournament, you get a metal folding chair.
You need Edge.
Edge?
Extended duration gaming equipment. Turn any chair into a comfortable gaming station. No more pain in your back, shoulders, and butt. With soft seats, lumbar, and cushion backs helping to keep you focused on the action. Go to edgeprogaming.com, type in the code GONETWORK, and receive discounts on your entire purchase. Take your gaming to the edge.
Hey, true believers, this is Mitch Halleck from Connecticut Comic Con, the best con of the summer, telling you are listening to Static Rift. You can take that to wherever you want.
Rifters, we're back here on the Go Network. It's time to talk some comic books, but a quick aside, if you're a fan of Pokemon Go, a new quest is now live. It should be the Jirachi quest, so get ready to add some new friends, because that's one of the tasks that Professor Willow wants.
Yeah, it would have been nice if he'd wanted it a week ago.
Yeah.
Thanks. Sick of this guy. I'm sick of him, really.
Jason is not a
oh, my God.
Professor Willow
I
type
hate
of
him.
guy.
He always asks me for stuff after I've already done it. Evolve a Grimer. I just did it 2 days ago. So great. Let me just rebuild all that stuff again. Make 3 new friends. I just did last week. He's a dick. I don't like this guy. Him and his stupid research. Do it yourself, Professor Willow. Creep.
He needs your help.
Yeah, well, ask for it earlier.
Okay, and speaking of needing help, we're here to help you guys, because if you're a fan of comic books and you're a fan of War of the Realms, which is arguably Marvel's best event in the last 6 to 7 years, maybe 8. So in a long time, it's been their best event. But maybe they sullied it because, like most events in recent history, it got an Omega. So if you're not familiar with what an Omega is, Omega's basically an epilogue issue. So Marvel loves to either give you a prequel issue or a prelude issue or an epilogue Omega type issue to either start an event or end an event. So generally, 0 issues are hit or miss. Preludes are pretty worthless, I've come to find. And then it brings us to Omega, which is a great wrestler.
Yeah, sure.
But is it a good comic? That's the question. So we reviewed every issue of War of the Realms on the show, and me and Jason agreed that we loved it. It was a good read. It was a good event. The artwork was amazing. Now we come to the Omega issue. Was it needed? So we'll get into that. So first off, how did you feel? How did you feel about the issue? Were you confused? Were you thrown off by it?
No.
Okay.
No,
So
there was no confusion in this one.
Okay.
It's kind of hard for there to be any because essentially they were just setting up everything that's going to be going on in the future. So
Yeah.
I kind of felt like I was just reading one big ad, so that kind of pissed me off because I was like, oh, this is literally just an advertisement for please go buy all the other stuff we're going to be doing in the future.
Yeah.
It's like
A little
okay,
bit.
Okay, yeah. It's
A
like,
little
all right.
bit.
So, I mean, it was fine, I guess. But overall, yeah, it just felt like I was reading one big commercial.
So I'll say this. Some people have been harsh about it. Some people like it. I'm a little indifferent on it.
Okay.
So generally, I don't buy the Omegas, or I don't buy... Well, generally I do get the zeros, because generally the zeros actually do mean something. It honestly depends on who's writing it, for one.
Okay.
This one, they were a little shisty with it. They were a little shisty with it.
Yeah.
Because on the cover it just says Jason Aaron, Ron Garney, and more.
Right.
So you're like, all right, so it's written by Jason Aaron, so it's going to be good. Well, it's not written just by Jason Aaron.
No.
He writes parts of it.
Yeah.
And then there are parts of it written by other people.
Right.
So you have the first couple parts written by Jason Aaron, a part written by Al Ewing, and a part written by Daniel Kibbles Smith. I have no idea who that is. They made that guy
You
up.
don't know who he is, and I sure as hell don't.
They made him up. And then there's a final part written by Jerry Duggan.
Yeah.
So going into it, I'm like, okay, it's written by Jason Aaron. It's got to be pretty good. Now, I'm not necessarily letting the cat out the bag that it's bad yet, but it was very deceptive because it's not just Jason Aaron writing this. It's multiple writers and multiple artists. And that's the first thing that kind of let me down, I guess, where you open up with Ron Garney, who's been on Static Rift before, Static Rift alum, Ron Garney, giving us beautiful artwork, beautiful, gritty Daredevil artwork. He was on Daredevil for a long time, so he is a master of drawing Daredevil. And you get a wonderful opening to the story with Daredevil and Heimdall. Daredevil takes his sword. Heimdall's gotten the sword back. He now has the abilities of, being able to ferry you across the bridge once they fix it. They're still working on the Bifrost, the Rainbow Bifrost, to get it back in order. But he's back as, the guy that brings you to where you need to go. And so Daredevil wanted one more time to get that feeling of being a god again, or the god without fear. So he borrows the sword. I don't want to say he stole it, because Heimdall was like super cool about it. He's kind of just like, whatever, dude.
Yeah, go ahead, take it. It's fine.
He was kind of almost like, if you want it, dude, you can have it.
Yeah.
And Daredevil's like, nah, I'm good, man. So the opening's really good. So it's promising. I'm like, whew, okay. So now we know that Daredevil's back to normal again.
Sure.
So that's something cool. We know that Heimdall's got new eyes.
Yeah, his eyes are fixed.
His eyes are fixed.
He's fine
Well, I don't know if they're fixed. They look weird. They're like purple dots now. They're not
Yeah.
necessarily eyes,
I
but you don't
guess.
know how they're fixed unless they got fixed and it went over my head, because I don't remember seeing him get fixed.
I just was like, oh, okay, they're fixed now.
And like,
Cool.
why doesn't Thor have his eye back then?
Yeah, right.
Or is just like the World Tree just get it?
I don't know. Yeah.
So it sounds like we're trashing this, but the opening couple pages, because this is multiple stories, so they only last maybe 4 or 5 pages each.
Yeah.
And the opening story is really good. So I'm like, okay, all right, here we go. So that's kind of like the opening of it is like Heimdall's bringing Daredevil around the other realms to show him how things are going on after the war. So basically, he's kind of just summing up hey, Daredevil, this is what's going on now that the war's over, or the aftermath of the war. So then you get it goes to Jane, right?
Yeah.
It goes to Jane. She's now back at being a doctor again.
Yeah. What happened to All Mother?
I don't think she's the All Mother anymore.
Okay, so
I
that's
think-
just done.
I think that was just while Freya was like fighting.
okay.
She was just
So
interim
she was
All-Mother.
like the interim All Mother.
Right, because now Thor's
Okay.
the All Father.
Yeah, right.
So they don't need like he's in charge now.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
yeah, because Odin like quit because he was being a bitch.
yeah.
So she took over for a while.
Right.
And then they gave it to Thor. So Thor's in charge now.
Okay.
So I guess like she was just like, well, I can't do anything as Guardian, so I'm just gonna be a doctor again.
Yeah, cool.
Or I'm not sure if maybe she was still a doctor, but when she got the cancer, she like took a break from being a. That I'm not sure.
It's unclear.
It might be.
It's a little unclear.
Yeah. It might have actually happened in the. They might have said it in a past issue and I just overlooked it. So this could be my fault. But she's a doctor again.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I guess it's okay.
cool, yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
So you find out that Jane's back being a doctor and she has the ultimate Mjolnir fused to her wrist now because it got destroyed. So now it's a bracelet, or it can turn into any weapon she dreams of, kind of. But she's not really fighting because she doesn't have the powers of Thor technically anymore. So she's kind of just like, I got this. If I want to beat ass, I can, but I'm not Thor, so I can't.
Yeah.
So she's kind of like, I'm just going to fix people. I'm just going to be a doctor.
Which is fine.
It's fine because that's her job. Like, that's what she
Sure.
did before, so it's okay. And she was kind of like, she went to Asgard and she went on like their council. She was like the representative for like Earth.
Yeah.
Basically, she was like a councilwoman or whatever, and she was kind of like a doctor there too, helping people before she got like super sick. So I guess she's always still been a doctor, but now it just kind of threw me off guard that like the war just ended and she's just like, all right, let me throw back on my coat. Like,
Yeah, time to go back to work.
it's time to go back. Like,
Time to set that alarm again.
So this sets up her new Valkyrie book, which I'm really excited for and I do want to read. So you just kind of it kind of shows you like why she's Valkyrie and how she becomes Valkyrie. It's cool. I liked it. I was like, all right. So far, like I'm like, okay, this isn't too bad. Like, and then then you like you said, it becomes like a billboard. It's like,
Yeah.
go read Valkyrie #1 in
Mhm.
stores soon. I'm just like,
Yeah. I was like, oh, look at your soul. Just leave the page. Yeah.
okay. And then we get this little creepy like miniature midget frost giant.
the hell was
can you
that
say
thing?
Can you say midget? Is that okay? Like
Yeah, I think
little
that's
person.
fine. Yeah.
This little dude. And he was kind of cool, I guess.
Miniature frost giant. Yeah.
Yeah, he was alright, dude.
I guess. Yeah.
I
It's
guess-
like he was like Loki's Igor. Like,
Yeah, kinda. And it's like one of those things that if it was just like a what if story or like a short little thing, like, oh, this Loki's now in charge of, Jotunheim. He's like the king now there, and he's like being a good dude, even though he doesn't have to be. Even though
Yeah.
he just stole Thor's other axe, like he's still being a dirtbag, but he's a good dirtbag.
He's a good kind of dirtbag.
He's
yeah.
our dirtbag.
He's an anti-hero.
Yeah, basically. And he's got a new look. He's got some tight pants.
Yeah.
It looks like he worked out the glutes and the calves.
A little bit.
And he's got some jacked legs.
Sure.
So you're kind of like, okay, all right. This is the point where I'm starting to be like, all right, it started out really good, and then you realize that somebody else is writing this, and it's not Jason Aaron anymore. And I'm just like, yeah, this isn't good.
All right.
This isn't that great.
We've handed it off now.
Who's writing this?
Yeah.
And it's Kibblesmith. So
Apparently.
I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So the story's somewhat interesting, but it leads you nowhere. There's no resolution. There's nothing.
There's none. Yeah,
just the
no,
fact that that he's the king.
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
it. That's all you know.
That's
He's
it.
the king now.
Yep.
Which I knew he was getting a book coming out, but I thought it was him traveling the world. So is he going to be like an absent king? Like what's going on here?
I don't know.
So they kind of just was like, yeah, go read Loki,
Right.
and his little dude's going to be with him too.
Yeah.
Like he's there and he's got a shield.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Okay. Yeah.
all right.
Don't know if I need that.
Then you get then like the Punisher shows up out of nowhere, and it's kind of cool. He comes in, he's doing Punisher-y things.
No. I guess we're feasting on dead frost giants in the middle of
Yeah,
Manhattan.
he just barbecued.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's just like, here, eat.
Yeah.
And they're like,
And like the people were like salivating over the dude with the knife who was like ready to go.
The
He's
dude
like,
with the
yeah.
knife, he was ready.
Man, looks like
He
a
had-
rabid animal.
He had like this deranged look.
It
He's
was
like,
creepy. Like I got to that and I was like,
he's like, Oh, I saw some paper plates and barbecue sauce over there.
It's like, okay, you are creepy. You're a little creepy.
He's like, I'll start the carving.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was a cool scene up until that point, I guess.
Yeah, it's fine.
Now, granted, I'm kind of excited for this upcoming Punisher book because he's going to go around killing all, like, the inhabitants that are left from, like, the other realms, I guess, or he's going to go to the other realms and kill things. I don't know. He's on a mission to kill stuff, which isn't much different
His
from
vengeance
normal
boner is back on. Yeah.
It's, like, bigger than ever, though.
Yeah.
Because you see him, if you
Orphans
read his little mini series where he was like helping people get to one side of New York to the other during the war. The dude in the wheelchair that like lost his family, like in the beginning of like the mini series, like you see his family die and the Punisher's like too slow to save them basically. So he promises them he's gonna like avenge them. So like that's his mission. He's like, I'm gonna like slaughter that, I think it was a frost giant or something. I'm gonna slaughter that dude that ate your screwed your family up. And then the dude's like, well, there's a lot more people for you to do. And then like he opens
just a van
and
full of kids,
like little kids that lost all their parents and stuff, and he's just like, damn it.
Yeah.
Or he's just like,
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's kind of cool too. Then you get a bunch of like Asgardian just like having a party, and Thor's like, dudes, don't party.
Yeah. Right.
And the
It's like,
Punisher's
guys,
like,
chill. Yeah.
The Punisher's like, yeah, I gotta go kill stuff. See you later.
Yeah. Thor's like, all right, well, if you ever need our help, just, ring me.
So, I mean, it was okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's a generous okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
And then it comes full circle, and you get, it finishes with Heimdall and Daredevil, and, he gives Daredevil some new, I don't know what you call it, like there's a name for them.
Yeah.
Like the wooden sticks. Like
almost like nunchucks, but not quite.
yeah, they're like
I don't know what they're called
tonfas
either.
or something.
Yeah.
They're some kind of like, I forget what they're called.
It's some kind of weapon.
Yeah.
But I forget what they're
wooden
called.
sticks that Daredevil uses. I'm going to Google that.
Yeah. I know there's some name for them. I don't
But
know what
I'm
it is.
just not sure what they're called.
I feel like it's like Paquito sticks or something. I don't know.
You might be right.
I might be making that up too, but like for some reason that's springing to my mind that's what they're called. It's like a pair of like Japanese
Eskrima stick.
Okay.
Eskrima. Eskrima?
Eskrima sticks, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Or most notably, billy clubs.
Sure.
It's like
yeah.
dirtbags.
Yeah, no.
I could have
billy
called
clubs.
it that.
I'm not calling it a billy club.
Dirtbags.
Yeah.
So he gets some cool Eskrima sticks made from the World Tree.
Yeah.
So it's like it took Thor's eye, but he just gets these sticks. I'm just like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that going forward affects his book or anything. I'm gonna say no, because the current Daredevil book's like off the walls right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he gets these sticks. I don't know. It might not be good.
Oh man.
He might
Okay.
might go on like a rampage or
Yeah,
something.
could be a bad
So
time.
I don't know, but it was also very jarring jumping through the artwork. Some artists were really good, like Ron Garney. Some artists were really bad. So that was another thing. Like the art was kind of all over the place. If it was Jason Aaron writing it the whole time, it might have not have been too bad.
Yeah, it just reeked of advertisement. Like
I think you could have made all these issues that are coming out, because they're all coming out. Punisher's getting his own book called Punisher Kill Crew. Loki's getting his own ongoing. Jane as Valkyrie's getting her own ongoing, and Daredevil already has one, so I think 3 of them. Yeah, 3 new books, and they could have easily just put made it like a double-sized issue or an extra bigger issue.
Yeah.
And just put these couple pages in there. So Jane's book could have opened up with her in the hospital.
Sure.
The Punisher's book could have opened up with him talking to the dude. Loki's book could have opened up with him and the little midgy dude.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't really need
to do it here.
to do it here unless they felt like, hey, we're going to save you multiple dollars by doing it here. Because
Yeah.
all those books would probably be $1 or $2 more if they added those pages.
Right.
So they're like, well, if you're buying all 3, it's going to be the equivalent of buying this book, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if it was just it started out really good, like I said. If it was just what I really wanted to know when I opened it up was what happened to Malakath. Is he really dead?
What happened to any of the villains?
Yeah.
I mean, even the
Where's-
ones that survived, like, where are they?
Where are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what's going on?
Nothing.
Do you have to just find that out in Thor? Like, I don't know.
Probably.
But
Yeah.
I'm just like, I felt like they should have addressed that here, kind
Yeah.
of. Maybe.
That would have been nice. Some of us care about antagonists. Like,
Yeah, because Malakath was getting ripped apart by dogs, but he necessarily wasn't. And we know in the Marvel universe,
yeah,
if you don't see like legit a dead body,
not dead.
they're probably not dead.
Yeah.
So he might not be dead.
Yeah.
So I want to see his like ripped apart body.
Right. What if they pull like a Mortal Kombat thing and his head's still just there? And
Yeah.
he's still running the show with just his head.
Yeah, or like one of the dogs was like his buddy still and like pulled his head away or something,
Yeah.
and he's alive.
Right.
And he like gives you like a little wink.
Yeah.
Or something. No Malakath.
Nope.
No. Just
Yeah. That was disappointing.
you don't know what happened. You don't see Thor's parents. You don't see anybody. You don't. What's Doctor Strange doing? Like,
Yeah.
I get a lot of these people have their own books and stuff. Some people online call this a polished turd.
Ooh.
I'm not going to go that far because I think the opening was really good and had a lot of promise.
Yeah.
Like if they stayed on the path of, if they just had Jason Aaron write the whole thing, it probably would have been really good.
Sure.
It's okay. Is it worth your $4.99?
I'd say no.
Probably not.
Because I was about to say I wouldn't call it a polished turd, but I would call it a waste of money.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Like, there's some good writing in it, and there's some good art in it, but overall, it's not all great art or all great writing. So it's like there's parts of good writing. The storyline is kind of like pointless except for like the Daredevil stuff.
Yeah.
Because like I said, the other like the Punisher, Loki, and the Jane stuff could all be just added at the beginning of their
Sure.
book. You just add a couple more pages.
Yep.
So
No.
the cover art was eh. It just, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Omegas anyways, because if it was important enough, it would have been in the end of the book.
Right.
They would have made another issue or something.
Yeah.
So when it's a cash grab like this, when they're like, go read this book,
Yeah.
it's like,
Get ready for the adventures of blah blah blah.
I was probably
Yeah.
reading it maybe going to read it anyways, but
Yeah.
now I kind of maybe don't want to.
Now you're making me feel dirty if I do go read it.
Yeah. Or like the Loki book, like if I was on the fence, I'm not going to read it. But if I was on the fence, that little Loki story did not make me want to read it.
No, I was gonna say that wouldn't have convinced me.
That made me want to like not read it,
No. Yeah.
And the Punisher was kind of like indifferent. I was going to read it. Like I do plan on reading it, but I was just kind of like, that didn't really like push me to read it
No.
anymore. It's like
Yeah.
I was already going to read it. Like,
Right.
I mean, the only thing you could maybe, I guess the Jane thing was like, I guess maybe pushed me a little bit more. Like I was getting it anyways, but it's like now I guess I want to read to see what's going to happen. But it's kind of like you just could have put that in the beginning of the page. That probably would have a sweet opening to her book. Like
Yeah.
that probably should have been in there
That
in
would've
her
worked.
book. Like
Yep.
so it's just like I don't know. It's probably not worth your time. I wouldn't recommend it, I guess, unless you really want to like see what's going on with Daredevil. But we kind of just told you what happened with
Yeah.
Daredevil.
I would recommend spending that $5 on go get yourself a beer and order the comic books you're gonna order anyway. That's what I would do. I wouldn't spend the $5 on
Just
this
go
thing.
look at it online. Honestly,
Or just go look at it online. You can do that too.
I pulled up I looked up like War of the Realms review, and more than half the books on here, like just showing me like review
Oh, good.
pages.
Okay.
More than like half the page. Like legitimately, there's like 10 pages on
Do
this.
they have the dude with the
They
with the
do.
knife?
They do.
Because
They do.
that's you got to see that image if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We should post it up there.
We'll post it up. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's so funny. We're gonna post that up later.
It's a cool scene. It is a cool
Oh,
scene.
it is. Yeah.
Up
but
until
it's
that
just-
dude, like,
he just looks maniacal. It's ooh.
yeah. He kind of looks like Eric Andre a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
A little bit. It gives me that vibe, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. That's the vibe I'm getting. But yeah, probably not worth your time. Go steal it. Go look at it online. Go read a scan. You know, I don't really condone you reading stuff online unless it's like a really old book that you can't find anymore.
Yeah, sure.
But this isn't worth $5.
No.
It's not. It's definitely not. Like I said, the Jason Aaron stuff's really good, but it's not worth $5. It's definitely not. And it just makes me want to hate Omegas even more. It's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Not that good. Like, stick to maybe just getting zeros if they're written by the writer. See, this was, like I said, this was very deceptive because it says Aaron on the cover, and you're like, okay, he's writing it.
Right.
But he's writing like 30% of it.
Yeah.
Or like, maybe 40%. He's writing less than half. It's less than half, but he's writing a good amount of it. He's writing more than anyone else, but it's like, I don't care who Daniel Kibblesmith is. Like, he sucks. Or at least he didn't show me anything good to make me want to, except that Loki's got some D's legs now.
Yeah.
He's got some
Loki's been hitting the squats.
Yeah, he's been squatting. He's got
Big time.
some D's legs. So, yeah, that's our review of War of the Realms Omega. Great event. Oh, I guess last thing. Does this tarnish the event? Does this make the event any less amazing than what we thought before? I'm going to say no, it doesn't, because this really has no effect on anything. Right. If anything, it's affecting these books. It tarnishes these books that you might be going forward to read. Like, I don't want to read Loki now.
Yeah.
If I was going to read it, like, if I was on the fence, this made me just like, I'm out.
Yeah.
No Loki.
Sure.
The Punisher, indifferent. Jane, I guess it kind of maybe a little bit maybe more pushed me to read it, but I was going to read it anyways. So it's kind of just like, makes you want to read one, makes you be like, yeah, I'd read it. And then another one's like, no, I don't want to read it. So it's like, I don't know. It doesn't tarnish the story. I don't think it needed it. They just should have called it like, I don't know, things coming out of War of the Realms. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's just dumb to make it sound like it's like a part of the book when it's not.
Yeah.
It has really nothing to do with it except
it's a completely separate thing.
Almost. It's just like these characters were in War of the Realms and this is what's happening to them now.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't even like address the war. Like, where did all the villains go? Where are all like the heroes? Where, what happened to the city? Is it getting rebuilt? Where's all the people that have no homes? Like,
yeah, right.
There's no like aftermath of War of the Realms at all.
No.
Like, you get no aftermath except that Loki's king, Jane's a doctor, and the Punisher's going around roasting whatever frost giants left,
setting corpses on fire. Yeah.
Yeah. So don't get it.
No.
It's a waste of money.
You're all set.
Yeah. I'm all set. No, don't read it. Unless you really want to know what's going on.
Okay.
I wouldn't waste the $5.
No.
I would just look at scans online. Honestly, if you read this review that I just looked at here, they basically just explain everything and they show you like the most important pages, including the guy with the knife.
Yeah.
So you're set. You don't need to read anything else. Just read these pages
perfect.
and you know the gist of it.
There you go.
So
the internet will always be your best friend. Yeah.
Yeah. So according to this guy, don't read this polished turd. I agree, don't read it, but I don't know if I'd call it a polished turd. It wasn't it wasn't awful, but it's not worth your money, and don't waste your time.
Yeah.
All right. So instead of going to break, we're just going to go to our next segment since it's comic Marvel related. So currently right now, it's a bad day for the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Bit of a rough one. Yep.
It looks like it's going to be a bad time for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, hold on one second. Let me see if I can pull this up.
And this was pretty new. This stuff just broke a couple hours
This
ago.
is, legitimately, like, we weren't going to talk about this at all.
No.
This wasn't the plan to talk about it one bit. And, this is the actual Deadline article.
Okay. Well, there you go. They're the ones who broke it, right?
Oh, that's a lot to read, though.
Well, we're not going to read the whole thing.
Well, no, I know.
You can read it on your own time if you really want to.
That's even, like, hard to, like, pull out, like, the facts.
Yeah.
The article I have is, like, really good facts. So, I'm just going to...
Yeah. Either that or you can go on Twitter. It's all over Twitter right now. #SaveSpiderMan.
Hashtag save Spider-Man.
Yep.
So how did you first find out? Where did you first find
I
out?
found out through Twitter. Yeah, I was just scrolling through doing my usual thing, and I saw Sony was trending first. And initially, I thought, "Ooh, news about the PlayStation 5, cool." And then I clicked on it. I was like, "Oh no, it's not that at all. It's that they're being dicks with Disney about Spider-Man, or Disney's being dicks with them. We don't really."
Wasn't there some slight news about the 5 though?
There
Recently?
was a design concept that was released, but I think it was a fan design. I don't think it's the real thing.
Fantastic.
So, yeah. Because I saw that and I was like, ooh, that's a goofy looking machine. And then people were starting to say that it was a fan design, so probably not real news. So we still don't know what the actual PS5 is going to look like.
And you probably won't know for a while.
No, you're not going to know for a while. If you see any design on the internet today, it's probably not real. So, but yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that was the initial thing, and then obviously
So
I read
I
further.
found out. Actually, one of my friends texted me
Oh, okay.
and was like, "Is this real?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know." And I
Damn.
looked at it and I was like, "I hope not."
Yeah, right. It's like, I hope
hope
it isn't.
not.
Damn.
So, according to Deadline or was Deadline, right?
Deadline, I
Dead
think.
Spin,
yeah.
Deadline.
Unless it was Deadspin. I wouldn't trust them.
Let's
Is it
find out.
Deadspin? If it's Deadspin, then this might be fake, because they suck.
Oh man, is that what?
I
hold
wouldn't-
on. I think it's Deadline though.
If it's Deadline,
It's
that's
It's
okay.
Deadline.
All
It's
right.
Deadline.
That's fine. If
Damn
it was Deadspin, I'd be like, this is fake, because they're awful.
So, according to Deadline, in a new report from Deadline, it is revealed that Disney and Sony have been going back and forth over the past few months over negotiations for the film series co-financing, dues,
Right.
like how much they're going to pay.
Yeah.
Because currently, I have a picture of it because I can't find it anywhere else. Currently, Spider-Man has made $1.109 billion at the global box office.
Okay.
So a ton of money.
That's a lot of money.
It is the biggest earning Sony film ever. It's
Yeah.
the most money any Sony's film has ever made. So Marvel's like, wait a minute here. We should renegotiate. I don't know who started to negotiate, or the deal just might be over. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to make Marvel the villain here.
Sure.
Yet.
Not yet, yeah.
So we will tell you who we think the villain is, or I'll let you know who I think the villain is. I don't know if Jason's going to agree. But, so the original deal was that Marvel got 5% of the initial opening money.
Okay.
So whatever they got that first week, Marvel got 5% of that.
Okay.
And Marvel paid full cost of the movie,
Yeah.
but got merchandising rights.
Yeah.
So they got to merchandise the Spider-Man
Which
and the
is
suit
a
and everything.
ton of money in itself.
Sure, it's a good amount of money.
Yeah.
But they spent all the money. Sony paid nothing for the movie,
Yeah. Okay.
but reaped basically all the benefits.
Yeah.
For the most part. So that was their deal. But Marvel got full creative control over the film. So basically, Marvel made you this movie. It'd be like, I'm making a movie for you.
Mm-hmm.
You get all the movie rights,
Yeah.
and you don't have to pay nothing for it, but it's your movie.
Yeah. Sure.
So that's how it basically was.
Okay.
So I guess at the time, the deal was all right because Marvel got Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So, and then they got to use him in other Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to make the Sony Spider-Man movies, and they got to use him in their other movies. So that was the original deal.
Right.
After this box office numbers came out, I don't know who decided to renegotiate or if the deal was over. Like I said, I'm not sure. So they started renegotiating. I'm assuming it's just because the contract was up, because it says they've been trying to renegotiate for the last couple weeks, months.
So it probably was. It was the expiration was probably headed.
Right. So they were just trying to make work it out.
Mm-hmm.
So Marvel went with them and was like, let's do the 50-50 on the financial costs. So I'm assuming Marvel would still make the same money normal, like that 5%,
Yeah.
but they would only pay half of the movie,
Okay.
where Sony would pay the other half.
And yeah. Right.
I think that's a fine deal. That's an all right deal, I guess.
Yeah.
I know some people are being like, oh, Marvel's being greedy. It's like, I don't know if they're necessarily making any more money. They're just paying less.
They're paying less. Yeah.
They're paying less. Sony's getting Marvel making the best movie they've ever, the best, Spider-Man's the best they've been in a long time.
Yeah.
Sony's finally getting to use the character, and it's helping them with other characters because now that Spider-Man's so good, people are going to see Venom even though it's a load of crap.
Right.
So they're like, oh, Spider-Man's good. Maybe Venom will cross over with him. I got to go see this.
Yeah.
So just because Spider-Man's so amazing, people are going to see their craptacular Venom movie, or we'll probably see their other Spider-Man villain movies that they're making without Spider-Man in it.
Yeah.
So, they've gotten, I think, a good end of the deal so far.
Sure.
So it got to the point where they wouldn't even, so Marvel threw that out there like 50-50 on the production costs.
Okay.
And then Sony was like, we're out. Deuce.
Yeah.
Like, we're taking
They
Spider-Man.
pushed away from the table.
We're taking Spider-Man and going home.
Yeah.
Didn't counter offer, nothing. Was like, bye, guys.
Wow.
Kevin Feige, you're out.
Yeah.
Deuce. Marvel, see you later.
Yeah.
So Feige's no longer involved with the Spider-Man universe.
Not great.
Not great.
Not great at all.
Because they weren't a fan of the 50-50 co-financing arrangements. So they walked away, and sources say that there are 2 more Spider-Man films in the current universe with Tom Holland, but now Feige will no longer be the lead creative producer for the films. But they say in the current universe.
Yeah.
So is it still going to be set in is it still going to be an MCU movie? Just now Feige's not the producer anymore. So they're like, we'll still let you have these 2 movies be in the Marvel universe, but we're going to run them.
Yeah.
So you got, it's still in your universe, but we're going to run them. You're out. I don't know if that's necessarily the thing.
Yeah.
It says that for MCU fans that are concerned that we'll never see Tom Holland and Spider-Man reunite with the Avengers again, it's worth noting the report doesn't state Tom Holland's Spider-Man won't appear in future MCU films. So they haven't said, we're taking Spider-Man and he's not in your movies anymore.
Right. Well, they haven't said that yet.
They just said, Feige, you're not producing it.
Yeah.
That's it so far.
So far.
Yeah.
That could still be coming down the pipe.
But that does not state any standalone films. The character will solely be under control of Sony. So any of his standalone films are just going to be Sony-made films.
Yeah.
So if you've seen Sony's own... Woof!
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Stinky!
Yeah, Venom
Not
was...
good.
Oh,
Venom blows.
That was a trial.
Andrew
Ooh.
Garfield as Spider-Man blew ass.
Ooh,
The original ones with Tobey Maguire weren't bad. They were okay.
No, they weren't. They were bad.
The second Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, many consider to be the best comic book film of all time. A lot of people consider. So, what's the future of the Marvel Universe? We'll theorize that quickly, and we'll go over who we think is the bad guy here.
Yeah.
Who we think should, just suck it up and make this work. So, right now, I think Sony saw those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's interesting that the numbers came out today.
Yeah, they did.
And then Sony was like, we're Teflon, bitch. We're bulletproof.
Yeah.
Come at us, Marvel. And they were like, we'll take them. Screw you.
Yeah.
We don't need you. They need them. Spider-Man wasn't great until Marvel came in.
Well,
there.
yeah, they do. Yeah.
Sony has a hit on their hands because of Marvel.
Yeah.
Marvel picked Tom Holland. Marvel picked the director. Marvel picked the story. The story wouldn't be good without Marvel characters in them. What's going to happen going forward now? Basically, Marvel has pushed Spider-Man to be the face of the MCU. He is, the heir apparent to Iron Man.
Yeah.
He is following in his footsteps.
Yeah, because Iron Man's dead. Chris Evans doesn't want to do Captain America anymore, I don't think.
No, he's out.
So he's out.
He's out. I think, or he's out for I could see maybe down the line he comes
Maybe
back.
somewhere down the line, but
They do
not,
something that make him young again or
not
something.
in the immediate future.
Yeah, I don't see for a while. He wants to direct and stuff. He's out.
He wants
He's
to go
out.
behind the camera. So
He's out, and
yeah.
plus they're gonna push Falcon as Cap and all that.
Yeah.
So that's fine. So this is really the face of your franchise,
Yeah.
and Sony just is like, sorry, dude.
Yeah.
That's like playing a basketball game, and the refs just grab the basketball and leave.
Yeah.
So you just have the two teams
Yeah.
there. They're
They
like,
just stand there like, okay.
what do we do?
Yeah.
The refs like, we're taking the basketball. We're out.
Yeah.
That's what Sony basically did. They took Spider-Man and they left.
Yeah.
Granted, there's a little hope because they didn't say that Spider-Man can't be in any more movies.
Sure.
So, what do you think the future of the MCU is going to look like? I think that if they can't work something out to use the character at all, both franchises are screwed.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Because what are you going to do with Spider-Man? Oh, he basically is just going to they're not going to reference Tony Stark anymore, who's made a big difference in his life.
Yeah. No.
They're not going to reference the Avengers. They're not going to reference anything that's happened to him in the past. Like,
Right.
so it's basically just going to be like completely like
It'll be a brand new Spider-Man storyline
like,
out of nowhere.
just with Tom Holland in
yeah.
there.
A little weird. Yeah.
And then what are you going to do with the Marvel Universe? Like, you're just going to be missing like one of their lead guys? Like,
Who's your lead person now? Black Widow? Like,
well, she's toast too, so I
well,
don't
sure,
think so.
but she's getting her own movie.
Yeah, I think it's a prequel.
I mean, is
think.
Thor now your number one thing?
I think he's on the outs too, though. He's not going to be around much
Yeah.
longer. He's got a film or two left, and he's out.
Right, so
So
yeah.
who's your guy? Like Falcon?
Who's Falcon, maybe?
Maybe.
Is that going to work?
Doctor Strange?
Black Panther?
Maybe.
Maybe Black Panther is.
But it's just like, what's going to happen now? I think that if they can't work something out, this could be the end.
It's going to be tough for Marvel.
The
yeah.
end of days
Yeah.
for Marvel.
Because
Because there's a couple of movies that they're coming out with that I just don't care
I
about.
don't care. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to, but and I think there is like a little bit of that exhaustion from the casual fan base with Marvel in general, just being like, okay, you did your 20 plus movies, whatever, all to lead up to Endgame. You did Endgame. It's like, okay, now you're gonna get rid of Spider-Man too. So Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Cap are all gone. So
Well, they
now-
didn't want to, right, but they don't want to get
They
rid
don't
of
want that,
Right.
but that's what's gonna happen.
And then is Marvel going to be petty and like kill him off in their movies?
I know, right?
Are they
Yeah.
going to do something
Are
like
they gonna?
that?
Yeah, right.
So it's like,
I don't know.
I think they're both done. I think Sony's getting too big for their britches, and they think, well, we're bulletproof. We got one of the best movies around. Everyone's going to come to see our Spider-Man movie. And they're probably right. A lot of people will see
Yeah,
this next one.
Absolutely.
And then it will stink. It'll suck. Because
Sure.
Marvel won't be there.
Yeah.
It'll blow ass.
Yeah.
And then nobody will see the next one.
No. Yeah.
Because it'll suck. And they'll
Right.
be like, oh, you don't have Marvel, you suck.
Yeah. Right.
So, Marvel originally did Sony a favor, I feel, because Sony had in their original rights deal, they had to make a movie every certain amount of years or use the character in some way to,
Yeah.
keep the rights.
To keep it, yeah.
So Marvel was like, hey, we'll do everything. You can make all the money from the movie. We don't really want to make much money from it. You know what I mean? Like, we'll even pay for the whole film.
Yeah.
You just let us use the character. So Sony got like the best end of the deal. I think the 5% thing came on the back end or something.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's like at this point, Marvel's like, all right, they're making billions here. We should at least get, they should help us with the production.
That's the only part where I kind of look at Marvel a little bit. I go, that sounds like sour grapes to me. Like, because now it's such a big hit and it made so much money, now you want Sony to pay half the bill. Like, you're kind of going back on the original agreement now. I can see Sony getting pissed.
But here's the thing: was the agreement up, and they were just reworking an agreement. They were like, at this point now, because they didn't know if Spider-Man was going to be a
maybe.
hit or not.
Yeah.
So now that Spider-Man's a hit with 2 films, they're like, we should renegotiate because now, it's
Sure.
a mega hit. It's
But
like,
you have to understand, if you want to renegotiate, that the other side may walk away from the table.
sure.
So Marvel took a risk doing that. If they had a good thing going, why not just keep that good thing going?
So you think Marvel's the villain here?
I still think Sony is kind of being a little bit of a baby about this, but I don't think Marvel is totally without fault.
I'm going to say they're equal villains here.
I'm going to say it's 60-40. Sony is a 60, Marvel's the 40.
I'm going to say they're equal villains here. Like the 50-50, they're 50-50 in this.
Yeah.
I think that it's fine they went with the 50-50, that they threw the 50-50 out, but Sony should have at least threw something back. Like,
Yeah.
hey, let's do 25-75.
Sure, yeah.
And Marvel should have took that.
So Sony should have been willing to negotiate. They shouldn't have just pushed away from the table right away.
They were just like,
But Marvel asked for a lot right away, that's tough when you're negotiating to go that far. So
yeah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like Marvel wasn't really making anything from the movies. I guess
No, yeah.
they were making stuff from the character, I
Yeah.
guess. But the character wouldn't be anything without Marvel.
Sure.
Like, no one would see, like, no one cared about those other Spider-Man movies. So
No.
it's like the character's making so much money.
But
and is,
Sony might argue that Spider-Man wouldn't have gotten the spotlight he did without us footing the bill.
Yes.
I mean,
they didn't really foot the bill.
well, but they
Marvel
you know,
paid for all the movies.
Sure.
Sony got all the money.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Sony threw its power behind it. That was the key
yeah, I guess, but
from their end.
but from at that point, their power was bad because they made a couple of really stinky movies.
Sure.
So it's like the only reason that it got such a buzz was because people were like, "Oh, Marvel has it now."
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I find them to be both equally at fault here. I think they should figure something out. Because
I think they will. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
Sony's pretty salty.
This reeks of they had one really bad conference call and they're gonna cool off and they're gonna figure
Well,
it
supposedly they were like going back and forth for months.
out. Okay. So yeah, I mean,
But then this offer was finally like Sony was like 50-50? No way.
it's gonna screw them both if they keep this.
It's
up.
going to be bad.
And I don't think either Sony or Marvel are that stupid to let that happen.
Unless
so,
Sony thinks, "Hey, we made Spider-Verse,
yeah,
like we can do Spider-Man now."
I mean, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. They're
Maybe.
like, "We did Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse was a hit.
If they're
Spider-Verse was awesome.
if they're arrogant enough to think that, sure.
We can do live action too."
Yeah. That's tough because your live action ones have been really bad. So you'd have to do like a complete reversal
If
of
they
your
do something
past.
now where they let the character still be in the movies, they let Marvel still use the character, but Marvel's just not producing it now. It'll take a dip in quality, but it might not be the end of the world.
Yeah.
If they completely just take Spider-Man and like, no
And
more,
he's just completely cut off.
completely off. You don't see him in any more. You can't reference him in any more movies. You can't, show him in any more movies. There's no more like thoughts about Iron Man in his movies. Like
Right.
it's gonna be bad for both ends.
Yeah, it will.
And it might be the beginning of the end for, this illustrious
Yeah.
Marvel Cinematic
Well,
Universe.
they had a
because
good run.
Endgame was not great.
No, it wasn't.
It was not great, and we'll have to see what post Endgame brings us.
Yeah. Despite what you sheep want to tell us,
But this-
Endgame was not good.
This looks very bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Not look good.
It's a little ominous. Yeah.
Bad time. So, bulletproof Sony here. We'll see what happens. We'll
Yeah.
see if they're right, if they're bulletproof or not, if they're
They better
Teflon
be.
or not,
Yeah.
because this looks like a bad time.
It's looking rough.
So, what do we got here? How much time we got here? We got
We
about,
got about 30 minutes. We got till 9:15. So it's gonna be tough. We can do state of wrestling.
let's see what we can do in this time. Let's see what we.
I
can
don't think
do.
we need to go through all the matches for the
Oh,
block
I'm not
finals
gonna
and
say.
all that
I'm not
stuff,
gonna say
like-
going through the matches, but I wanted to briefly touch upon them and talk about them. We don't have to go through like match per match,
No,
but
that's gonna take way too long.
because a lot of it was forgettable anyways.
Yeah.
But so last weekend was a big weekend for wrestling. You had the end of the G1. You had NXT Takeover Toronto, and you had SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So it started out. The weekend started out with the G1. The last two nights were what? Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday was the final?
Technically Saturday, Sunday, Monday,
okay.
but yeah, I mean,
But
because time differences and whatnot. But yeah,
right. Okay.
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning.
Got
are
it.
the final events.
Okay. So that was. So it was basically the end of the weekend for. They were all kind of against each other for the weekend.
Yeah.
So we had the A block night, which was basically a pointless night. Only one match mattered.
yeah.
Okada and Ibushi in the A block final because everyone else was mathematically taken out.
There was no drama in that block. Yeah.
So you got Ibushi, Okada. It was a good match.
yeah,
It was up there for
one of the best matches.
One of the
tournament.
best matches of the tournament.
absolutely. Yeah.
I'm glad that Okada didn't win.
Yep.
So I thought it was a smart idea to have Ibushi win. So that was your A block winner. Then you go to B block where it had a lot of chances. So John Moxley, a.k.a. Dean Ambrose, could have won.
Hiroki Goto
Hiroki Goto could have won. Naito could have won.
Yep.
And Jay White could have
Jay
won.
White.
So quickly you have Moxley was eliminated first.
Yeah.
That was dumb.
Yeah.
I would have had him win and made it at least go to the end or something.
But I kind of knew it was coming.
That was stupid.
I told you Juice was going to beat
That was
him.
such a waste. Like, why did they pump him up so much just to waste him like that?
Yeah, because he's not fully signed there. Juice is.
Dumb, stupid.
It's smart. They're
So-
being loyal to the guys who are signed with them.
Don't hump up. Don't put him up. Make
Well,
him
they,
have
they
like
did
a.
because they, in case he does want to sign there, but they're
He's not
protecting
gonna- he's not
themselves.
gonna sign
They
there.
know that Juice is going to stay, and he's not. So,
Juice blows though.
yeah.
Juice sucks.
I'm a fan of Juice. I think he's all right.
he
He's
sucks.
okay for what he is.
He sucks in the ring. He sucks in the mic.
No,
he
he's
sucks. He's not that good. He can have a good match if he's with a really good wrestler.
Yeah.
But he's average. If he's just average. He's almost below average. He's barely average. He sucks. He blows. His best move is one of his best moves is a punch to your face.
Yeah, but it's good.
It's not
Connects,
good.
It's crisp.
That's dumb.
Eh.
He sucks.
I don't
He
know.
has no personality.
No,
He has no. He sucks. He blows. He's not good. I rather watch Yano than him.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
At least Yano might give you a laugh or something.
Oh, yeah, sure.
He has like a face you want to punch, but he might give you a laugh.
I don't know. I think Juice is better
I
than
think
you're giving him credit
sucks.
for.
No way. He blows. Anytime he's in a match with like a big name, the big name carries him.
Yeah. I don't know. His
Eh.
match against Ishii was one of the best in the
But
tournament.
is Ishii a big name though?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Ishii's
Ishii
like-
didn't carry him. He carried
No,
Ishii.
I wouldn't call it that.
Ooh,
I'd say they elevated each other.
Yeah.
I'd say they elevated each other. But for the most of the tournament, he was carried by who he wrestled.
Yeah.
If it
maybe.
was a good match, he was carried.
I think he's better than that.
I don't. I think he sucks. I think he's awful. So
Moxley was out early.
Moxley was out early. He was like the first one out. Then you had Goto losing right after.
Yeah.
So it's like, again, it got to the point that now only the main event mattered.
Yeah.
Why not give us a little, be like, oh, man, like now, like if this person, like if Naito wins.
So I forget exactly what would have had to happen, but there was a scenario where they could have had a three-way tie.
It was a three-way tie if Moxley won because he beat Naito.
Right.
But Jay White beat Moxley.
Yeah.
So it was Moxley winning and then Naito winning,
Yeah.
right? No.
I think.
No, you'd have to have Goto win too.
Because Goto beat
So
Jay White.
Right. So
Yeah.
then you'd have to have a wrestle off or something,
Yeah.
depending
which
on.
would've
So,
been kinda
so if you
cool.
had Jay White win, Goto win, and Moxley win,
Yeah.
Moxley beat Jay White. No, Jay White beat Moxley, but Moxley beat Goto.
Yeah. And
So-
Goto beat Jay White.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the situation.
That was the scenario.
And we
yeah.
were like salivating. Like,
I was
oh.
kind of looking forward to that. I was like, especially as a big-time Hiroki Goto fan.
And
like,
you don't even throw one.
Nope.
Goto loses too. So then you're like, all right, this is the main event. Whatever. It's just like it comes down to this again, making the block kind of pointless.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, kind of pointless. And then you got a really good main event.
It was.
That
yeah.
was like maybe that was up there for me as one of the best matches. Jay White looked great. Naito looked great. Jay White comes out on top, which kind of looked obvious at that point when nobody else won. I was like, Jay White's definitely winning.
Yeah.
Hands down, he's winning.
Yeah.
Because it's
Because they hate Naito.
they really hate
It's
Naito.
unbelievable.
They
They
hate
hate Naito.
but they don't love Jay White either.
No, I guess
They don't
not.
love Jay White either.
No.
So then you get to the finals, the final night, which was kind of a forgettable night as well,
It was, yeah.
except for a heel turn from Kenta.
The Kenta spot was cool.
Kenta joining Bullet Club and attacking Shibata, which was
That was intense. Because I never thought Shibata would do anything ever again in the ring.
See, I think we're gonna maybe see a Shibata match again, and I think eventually we're gonna see an Edge match again because
Yeah.
Edge is already now, and he did that spear
Yeah.
And he's just like, I could do one
Yeah,
more.
maybe.
My
Yeah.
doctor said I could do
Yeah,
it.
I can do one.
I could do one. I
Yeah.
could do it.
Maybe.
So I think eventually Shibata will do
Yeah.
one. I don't think you do a spot like that. I don't think you should do it.
No.
I don't think you do a spot like that if you're not going to have a match.
Yeah, that's
I don't
probably
know
true.
if it will be like I thought them having it at Wrestle Kingdom this year, but I think it's going to happen. Unfortunately for him, I
Yeah.
think he's going to have a match. I don't think you do a spot like that if you're not going to have a match.
No, probably not.
So he got destroyed by the Bullet Club and Kenta. Kenta's now a member of the Bullet Club, which I didn't see coming. Pretty awesome.
Yep.
We go to our main event because that's really all that mattered. I don't
Yeah,
think there's
that was
any
the rest of the
beside
card.
the heel turn. Nothing else really.
No.
Nothing else is great. Nothing else really happened. So you have your main event of Ibushi and Jay White. Really good match.
Not the best match.
Not the best match,
but good. Yeah.
Not the best match.
Like, I'd say really good match, not great.
Yeah, not
That's
the
how
best
yeah.
match. Because, I don't know. I felt like you had Ibushi kicking out of everything, but you don't have Jay White kick out of,
Ibushi went super Ibushi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was kind of annoying.
And this kind of ruins New Japan for me because now you have Ibushi beat Okada.
Yeah.
Ibushi wins the G1. And now he's going to wrestle Okada at
Wrestle
Kingdom.
Yep.
Leading up to Wrestle Kingdom, anybody who beat the champ usually gets to fight them in a title match
Yeah.
before Wrestle Kingdom. He's the only person that beat Okada.
Yeah, Okada didn't lose
Or
to anyone else.
Did he lose to one other person?
I don't think so.
He lost to Sonata.
Oh, Sonata.
So
you'll
Sonata will get one, but
Yeah.
usually there's a couple events.
Yeah.
So what is he just not going to defend? He's only going to defend
Well,
the
we
title
know
one time?
Suzuki's going to get a title shot.
Unless they have Ibushi beat him before Wrestle Kingdom.
Mm.
And then at Wrestle Kingdom, somebody else wrestles Ibushi.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that.
So
It'd be different at least, Yeah.
my thing would be this. If you have Ibushi versus Okada at Wrestle Kingdom, there's no way Okada loses.
No.
No way Okada loses.
Yeah, I don't think so
see it.
either.
Now, if you have Ibushi beat him before Wrestle Kingdom,
Yeah.
they do that normal, oh, I want my title shot, I beat you or whatever. Do they have Kenny Omega come back and wrestle Ibushi?
Maybe. I hope not. I
See,
don't want Kenny Omega back in New Japan.
I
you
want him
left,
back.
dude.
I want him back.
No, you left.
I want
Stay
him back.
Away.
He
you
has
left.
unfinished business. I want him
Too
back.
bad. You left.
I think he should be back.
No, he left. Stay away.
I
Stay
think-
in your own little
I
promotion.
think it's the best storyline that you
No.
could do is having Kenny Omega come back
Mm.
and wrestle because Ibushi's pissed that he left.
Yeah.
He's mad that Ibushi didn't come with him.
Yeah.
The storyline of them being best friends and Ibushi always getting the best of him. I think it'd be the best thing to do because
Not
you're gonna
for New
have
Japan.
Why not?
It makes him
'Cause
look so weak.
You have him beat Kenny Omega.
Yeah, if that would happen, maybe.
Kenny's not
It's
going to come
still-
back. Kenny's not going to come back and win.
But it still looks like them saying, "Oh, Kenny, please come back and give us a main event. We can't do it without you."
See, I don't know about
show them
that.
that you can.
What are they? They're just going to have him and Okada, and it's going to be Okada winning.
Yeah, maybe. What if he beats Okada before it and he wrestles Jay White at Wrestle Kingdom?
Then what?
That'd be a good match.
Nah, I don't know.
It would be.
It wasn't a great match.
You'd
there.
have your top face against your top heel. That's
I
exactly
guess
what New Japan.
But how would it work?
What do you mean?
How would you get Jay White there? He didn't. Why does
I
he
don't know.
deserve to be there?
Figure something out. Who cares? It's Bullet Club. He's a villain. He can do whatever.
I guess.
He
I
can.
don't know.
He can muscle his way into the title picture anytime he wants.
It's not gonna. You're gonna have him fighting Okada and Okada beating him.
Maybe. Yeah, probably. I still would prefer that over Kenny coming
I
back.
don't.
I don't want Omega anywhere near New Japan.
I want it.
I don't want any of those guys.
I want them working together. So then they're trading talent. That's
Not
what
for
I
a
want.
main event at Wrestle Kingdom. No. Something else down the line? Sure. Main event at Wrestle Kingdom should be New Japan's alone. I don't want Kenny Omega touching it. You left, dude. Stay away.
I think that it would be the heavy. It'd be like there would be so much heat on that match, especially because he left.
I don't know.
That's what I would want to see. I don't want to see him and Okada again. I already saw it. I don't need to see it again. I don't want. It's
It'd be a
boring.
great match, though.
Sure, it'll be a great
It will be.
match.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see it again. I don't need to see it again. I don't know. It's like that was if they wanted Ibushi to win, or they wanted to have Ibushi in the championship, or they wanted Ibushi in the final at Wrestle Kingdom, they should have put him in a different block.
Well, sure, yeah.
He should have been in a different block.
But
They
This
should
is
have
where we
reversed
are,
it and
so-
had Jay White beat Okada, and then Jay White lose to Ibushi.
yeah.
Because it's not gonna work out. You already know the outcome. I'd be shocked if Ibushi goes to Wrestle Kingdom and beats him.
Well,
I don't think that's gonna
Maybe.
happen. I don't know. Maybe. I
Maybe.
doubt it. So then we got NXT Takeover Toronto. It was
decent.
good.
Not one of the better takeovers.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was-
Usually those are like head to toe great cards. This was like very top heavy in that the main event was absolutely worth it. The rest of the card was kind of forgettable. Like, I'm even having trouble recalling what other match stood out on that card because there weren't many.
So you had the Street Profits versus Undisputed Era, with the Street Profits winning, which was dumb. Makes no sense because
Yeah.
now they say that they're out. Like if you read any of the spoilers for the tapings,
I don't.
well, I'm spoiling it for
I
you.
watched the recordings.
They
but, okay.
they're going like they
They're
basically
going up
made,
to Raw.
they made their thing saying like it was their last match or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was like pointless
Pointless to knock down Undisputed Era even further.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they vacate the titles or they lose the titles or whatever, but they taped them talking.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they're out.
Yeah.
Unless I don't know.
Probably.
So they're dumb.
Yeah.
Undisputed
Didn't
Era
need
just
to
should
do
have beat
that.
them.
They should have won.
That's
I
dumb.
agree.
And whatever the situation is, if they vacate, I guess it's a little bit better to make them look strong. But if they just lose to whoever they lose to going out, why not just let them lose to Undisputed Era at that
yeah.
point?
Yeah.
So that was dumb. Then you had Io Shirai and Candice LeRae. Oh,
Forgettable match.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was
It's
fine.
all right.
It was fine, but yeah.
The triple threat match
Didn't like it. Yeah.
was okay.
It was okay.
It's all right. Pete Dunne didn't look good.
No, yeah.
I don't
I
know.
expected way more out of those three, and it was
Yeah.
like,
Didn't really. And then the women's title match was
garbage. Both
I'm
of them suck.
sick
I'm
of
sorry.
Shayna Baszler.
Shayna's just boring. Mia Yim sucks.
Yeah.
She's awful.
She's not that great.
She's awful.
And then you had a really good main event, but again, because of like the storytelling, it was kind of stupid a little bit until the end. Until you got to that final match,
Yeah.
it was kind of dumb. Like that first like wrestling match, stupid.
Yeah.
And then the street fight,
It's just
Okay.
because we've seen it so many times.
I guess, but it's just like I hate when they do something like it's a 2 out of 3 falls and the first fall is a DQ. I can't
Yeah.
stand that.
I
I'm
hated
just
that
sick of
too.
it.
I was like, we're really doing this? Or it's like, oh, he's,
Main event was worth watching. Everything. I mean,
yeah.
the matches were good. They just weren't NXT.
I wasn't
good.
overwhelmed. Like
They
I
weren't
usually
NXT good, right? They weren't
Yeah.
NXT good. So then we had the next night we had SummerSlam,
Yep.
which SummerSlam was kind of good.
It was better than Takeover.
SummerSlam was
I
good.
wasn't expecting that. Yeah.
So it's been a long time since I've watched a WWE pay per view,
Right. Yeah.
and
Me
it was
too.
good. SummerSlam was good. It was actually really
I
good.
actually watched it live, and I wasn't like exhausted. Yeah.
SummerSlam was pretty good. You had Becky beating Natalya, which is a good match.
Yep.
I thought it was a really good,
Good
match.
match. Yep.
Goldberg, Ziggler.
Yeah. We don't need to talk about that.
That was maybe like the only point where
that
I was,
was
kind of
that
like,
was the low point of the show. Yep. I was like, wow, we're really doing this. Okay.
AJ with Ricochet. That was a really good match.
Good match.
Really
Yep.
good match. You actually liked it more than I did.
Yeah.
I just felt it was missing a little something. And
It
you
was the best
usually
I've
it's
seen
reversed,
Styles
and
look.
you're like, oh, Styles doesn't have it anymore, and
It's
I'm
the-
like, you're crazy. This match, I was
Yep.
like, it was good. It just wasn't
bad.
great.
Didn't hate it.
So it was a good match, but I don't know. I just felt it was missing a little something. I can't even. If you ask me, I can't even tell you. It
Yeah.
was just missing something for me to being like,
Right.
you know. Bailey and Ember Moon was all right.
It was fine.
Owens and Shane wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No.
It was actually entertaining.
And we got the result we wanted there. So
Charlotte Flair and Trish looked
that
really
was
good.
That was
She
good.
was really good.
I didn't have any use for that match going in, but yeah.
I
it was
mean, I
good.
maybe wouldn't have had her tap out.
I wouldn't have had that either. That was the only part.
The
But
tap out was kind of like,
I was like, really? You're going to make her tap? Oh, come
in
on.
Canada too.
Yeah, don't love that. But it was a really good
match. Really good
So,
match.
Yeah.
I'd say the only other match that stunk was Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton.
Yeah, that did stink. Oof.
Oh, stinky.
Man, I was a big Kofi Kingston guy around WrestleMania. I'm glad he won the title.
And now you're starting to
done.
come
I'm
down to
done.
my level.
Please take the title
You're
off
starting to
of him.
agree with me. He can't talk on the mic unless it's a funny thing.
Yeah. The mic work is getting a little stale. The matches are getting really stale.
Really stale.
The Trouble in Paradise looks awful. It doesn't look like it hurts at all.
I don't know if he's just like overwhelmed because he's worked so much more being the champ.
I'm thinking that's what
He
it
looks
is.
tired. He doesn't look
He looks
good.
tired. Yeah.
Yeah, they put him in dumb matchups. Ziggler's great, but him and Ziggler was an awful feud.
Yeah.
Him and Owens is way too short because I'm
Too
assuming
short.
they just really pushed Owens because they needed a heel at the time,
yeah.
and they really still want him to be a face.
Right.
And then him and Orton is just like crappy too. I mean, the
Yes.
storyline's good.
Storyline's
I
not
like
bad.
the story. It's a
Yeah.
well-written story.
Because there's history there. Yeah.
But Orton just doesn't care.
he doesn't care. No.
He doesn't care.
Orton has that, I came out of my trailer for this kind of look. Like every time he has to do something,
He
it's
does
just-
not care.
He doesn't care. No.
Then we got the Fiend defeating Finn Balor. I thought it was you liked it a little more than I did.
Yeah.
So again, we're getting back to the you loving WWE a little
Well,
more than
hold
me.
up, yeah.
But well,
Yeah.
at this point,
At this point,
you
yes.
loving
Yes.
at this point at SummerSlam, I thought you had both feet in. I thought you were close.
I was
the other
peeking,
foot
I was
coming
peeking
in.
my head around the door. Yeah.
The other foot was coming in.
Yeah.
It was like one foot was in and the other foot had like the toes were all over the
Yeah,
line.
yeah, I was
You were
kinda peeking
coming
around.
in. You were
Yep.
coming in.
Sure.
The Fiend's cool.
Yeah.
I think that they could have done the Fiend without the Firefly Funhouse stuff. You don't really need it. You could have just had him come back as the Fiend.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. You got the contrast, whatever.
Yeah.
This wasn't your normal typical squash match. Finn Balor had a little bit of offense.
Tiny bit.
A little bit of offense.
Tiny bit.
I mean, the Fiend's cool. I'd rather him still do his normal finishing move. I don't like the Mandible Claw.
I don't like that either. Go back to
It looks like they're making the Mandible Claw his thing. I think that's dumb.
No, go
I
back
get
to
it if he's
Sister
doing
Abigail.
it just to legends or people that can't take a bump.
Yeah.
Because I don't think, Jerry the King Lawler
No,
can
he
take
did
a
it to
bump.
Lawler, and
I
yeah.
don't think Mick Foley can take a bump
No.
anymore. So if that's the case, cool. But
To do it to Finn Balor? Finn
Weak.
Balor can take a bump.
yeah,
come on.
weak.
Unless Finn Balor's really hurt.
That could be a 2.
So
which
maybe
is
that's why.
supposedly he is hurt and he
Yeah.
worked the match hurt. So it was good, cool.
Yeah.
And then we got a really good main event.
Yes.
Brock Lesnar actually
Brock
cared.
Lesnar actually wrestled a match.
Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar cared.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar was like, I'm gonna wrestle.
Yep.
So I don't know what it is. Like now that he's like out of UFC, like they're like, hey man, like
Yeah. Let's go.
you're gonna give us something, right?
Yeah,
And
he-
he's been there like all the time. Like, all right,
Yeah.
okay.
Pretty good.
So SummerSlam was
I was
One of
pleased
the
with
best-
SummerSlam.
WWE events in a long time.
Yep. Probably the best pay-per-view of the year.
Yeah,
Better
Yeah.
than Mania.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the best.
Like
pay-per-view of the year.
SummerSlam made me go, okay, I'm actually kind of excited for Raw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Raw's been pretty good the last couple
Not
weeks.
bad. Yeah.
Raw's been pretty good the last couple weeks. They announced that they're bringing the King of the Ring back. I love the King of the Ring.
So my thought on King of the Ring is I like it if someone prominent wins.
So let's get into that real
Yeah.
quick. So King of the Ring is back. They're pushing it as I'm assuming they brought it back because the G1 was so big
Yeah, they want their own little
that they
tournament.
want to have their own like the best tournament in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I love King of the Ring. I really do. It is not the best tournament in wrestling.
No, it's not. Sorry.
I'm excited to have it back. I missed it. It's been a long time since it's been a couple years since we've had a King of the Ring. I love that they brought the throne out,
Yeah,
the
throne's
scepter,
there.
the
It's-
the cloak, the
The old school
crown,
setup.
everything. Yep, everything's back. It looks great. It's like the old school King of the Ring, So King of the Ring is back. I'm excited for it, and we actually have a really good field.
Yeah, the field's good.
The field's awesome.
Yeah, there's no slouches in there.
The field's there's a couple of people that
Well, they might be already eliminated.
that you know, right? That
Yeah.
you know. So this is the lineup right now. There was a couple matches on Raw last night. We'll quickly touch upon them. You have Cesaro, Samoa Joe, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Cedric Alexander, Sami Zayn, The Miz, and Baron Corbin from Raw.
Yeah.
SmackDown is Kevin Owens, Elias, Ali, Buddy Murphy, Chad Gable, Shelton Benjamin, Apollo Crews, Andrade. So a lot of bums on SmackDown.
Couple of bums on
A
SmackDown.
lot of bums on SmackDown.
Shelton
Almost
Benjamin.
everybody's a bum.
Yeah.
Gable, Benjamin. I don't want to give Buddy Murphy yet.
It's too soon for Buddy Murphy. Yeah.
Slight bum. Ali. So you got Ali, Andrade, and Owens. Because
Yeah.
Elias is still a bum to me.
So that was going to be my point. If someone like Elias wins and they do it just as a gimmick so that he can be King Elias,
So this is my fear.
that's what I'm worried about.
This is my fear. I think you're either having Owens or Andrade in the Owens and Andrade is the SmackDown Championship.
yeah.
That's
should
your
be.
SmackDown
It's your
Championship.
two best wrestlers on that side.
That's your SmackDown Championship. And then on Raw, Samoa Joe won.
Mm-hmm.
He beat Cesaro. Cedric Alexander beat Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
So the two kind of like, in WWE's eyes, those stiffs are gone.
Yeah.
And then you have The Miz and Corbin, and you have Ricochet and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know on the Raw side.
Raw's a bit of a toss-up.
Raw's a bit of a toss-up. I think Baron Corbin beats The Miz.
Yeah.
I think
McIntyre beats Ricochet.
I think you have to let Ricochet win.
I love Ricochet, but he shouldn't be beating McIntyre.
I mean, he was King Ricochet and other.
I know.
I would like to see
Especially
that.
because then you'll get a Joe McIntyre quarterfinal or semifinal,
Yeah,
which would be nasty.
I would like to see Ricochet in the final.
Mm.
I would. I don't know if you're going to get that.
I want McIntyre.
But my fear is you're going to have Owens and Corbin in the final.
yeah,
And then you're going to have Owens get screwed over by Shane, and you're going to
And
have
it's gonna be
King Corbin.
King Baron. Yeah,
King Corbin.
yep.
That's what I think is going to
So
happen.
my initial fear was that Elias was going to somehow win.
I don't think a lot.
Because I thought he would screw over Owens right away.
Oh no, I think they'll get him. He'll have this big run.
Yeah.
He'll get him to the
And he'll get
finals.
screwed in the final.
And he'll get screwed in
So
the finals.
that's my issue. If you're going to turn King of the Ring into a gimmick just to kind
they are.
of put over a heel, then I hate it.
They are.
If you're going to use it as a legit platform to launch one of your top guys into title contention, great.
So here's the thing: who do you launch? Because I don't think McIntyre needs it. I think he's
he
already
kinda
there.
Does
I don't. At any point you could put McIntyre in a title match and
You
be
could.
believable. You couldn't do that with Ricochet yet.
so Owens could use it.
Owens could.
could use
he's
it.
another guy that I'm-
Yeah, I know.
As
Yeah.
I love, I love him. I would love to see him King of the Ring. I would want him to win. He'd
Yeah.
be my guy to win. I don't think he needs it. I think someone like Cedric Alexander, someone like Ricochet
sure.
needs it. Someone like Samoa Joe
Samoa
needs
Joe
it.
needs it.
Yeah. Those are Ricochet, Joe, Alexander, Ali needs it.
Yeah,
I don't see
does.
Ali winning
I don't
it,
think he will.
But he's someone that needs it. Someone like Andrade.
Yeah, he needs it.
That would put him over that he's been looking lazy, not looking good.
Right.
Someone like Andrade winning would be so.
Yeah.
I want to see someone like that. If McIntyre wins, I won't hate it. I love McIntyre
See, I think
too.
it'd be perfect for McIntyre.
See, I just don't think he needs that though.
he may not need it, but it would definitely help him.
I don't think he needs that gimmick.
Yeah.
I'd rather see someone else work with that gimmick.
Sure. Yeah. So we'll see.
So
Yeah.
we'll see. I think you're gonna get King Corbin though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ugh,
that's
that
what
would
I'm-
suck.
So Raw's been good the last couple weeks for
Yep.
the most part. There was one
There
weird,
was, I think it was 2 weeks ago. It was a weird,
a
bad
weird
one.
Raw. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't great, but it wasn't like horrendous.
Paul Heyman must have been out of town.
It
or
was just like a
something.
weird,
yeah.
a weird Raw.
Yeah.
And SmackDown's even been not too bad.
Not
It's
bad.
been more wrestling heavy, a little
Yeah.
bit. Even SmackDown's not been that bad.
Yeah.
And now it's like, what's going to happen going forward?
Yeah.
We find out that NXT is getting moved to USA.
USA 2 hours every week.
Not Fox.
Not Fox.
And I hear they're not happy.
Mm,
They wanted it on Fox.
Yeah.
They are not
they're not
happy.
pleased.
They wanted it on FS1.
And that also comes off the heels of Vince McMahon is apparently going to be a lot more hands-on with NXT,
So Vince-
which I'm here to tell you means NXT is going to blow. As soon as it goes to USA, don't watch it. It's going to
If
suck.
it's hands-on because Vince wants the first show to be good,
Yeah.
cool. If it's hands-on, like, he's hands-on because he's bringing more WWE guys on once in a while. So he's hands-on with, like, I want Roman on this week.
Sure, yeah.
Or so he just like, hey, I want this guy on this week, but he's not really there. He lets Triple H
He's
have,
hands-on in terms
you
of
know.
booking.
So
Yeah.
if you have, so it goes one of two ways. Vince puts his hands in the pot, sticks his hand up the ass and makes it a puppet, and it's completely awful. It's basically your third, 2 more hours of Raw
Yeah.
or an extra hour of Raw and SmackDown.
Right.
And he just brings a bunch of like Roman comes on every week and just the NXT dudes job out to him.
Yeah.
Or you have Undisputed Era losing to, like,
The New Day.
some trash. It'd be even worse than they wouldn't lose to them. It'd be like even somebody worse.
The
like,
B team.
yeah, like
Yeah.
them losing to, like, crappy things, or
Yeah.
like some bum like jobbing out Adam Cole or something like
Yeah.
that.
That could be really bad.
That could be really bad.
Yeah.
And if that's Vince that's the NXT you're getting.
Ugh.
You're getting, Kevin Owens on there and he's destroying, Matt Riddle.
Yeah.
Or you get, somebody else and he's destroying Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Or you're getting,
Braun Strowman beats up Johnny Gargano.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's my fear, that you're going to get 2 hours of just Raw and SmackDown guys coming on.
Yeah.
And now if you just, once in a while, like, it's NXT like you normally have, and once in a while Roman comes on and has a crazy match with, like, Adam
Whoever.
Cole.
Yeah.
Roman and Adam Cole. I mean,
Sure.
they're not going to let Adam Cole beat him, but say it's like the thing with Bloody Murphy, where Adam
It's-
Cole looks like he's going to beat him the whole time,
Right.
and somehow Roman pulls it out.
It still raises Adam Cole's stock.
I'll
even
be
if he
pissed.
doesn't
I
win.
won't like it, but it's fine.
Yeah.
If you get those matches once in a while, or you get a WWE guy come up and an NXT dude beats them,
Yeah.
cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Once in a while.
Right.
Not every week. I don't want the wild card rule.
No,
I don't want this.
No, let's
Can
not do
NXT
that.
handle 2 hours?
Yeah, I guess they have enough of a roster
I
to
like
do it.
I like the fact that it's on TV now.
Yeah.
Because now I'm not gonna. I can set my DVR
Yeah.
and watch it. Do I
Right.
want to set my DVR and watch it? Time will tell.
Yeah, we'll see.
Is it going to be able to stand up to AEW?
Well, we'll see. I don't know what AEW's got yet.
So
It's
far,
impossible to tell.
AEW's had 3 shows. I've seen 2 of them.
Okay.
The first show was great.
That was good.
It's good,
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
good show.
Second one.
Second one was
Not great.
had good matches.
Eh,
It was okay.
Yeah.
The main event was really good.
It was. Yeah.
The main event was really good. Kenny had a good match. There were some good matches, but overall it wasn't great.
Yeah.
I didn't see the third event. I still got to go back and watch it
No, I
because it
haven't
was the
seen anything.
same weekend as everything else,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, I mean,
so
we won't know until they start.
I
their
think
weekly
once you
show,
have
but-
them firing on all cylinders, and the Young Bucks are wrestling every week, and Kenny's wrestling every week, and Jericho's wrestling every week, and everybody's wrestling every week, I think they're going to be pretty hard to beat.
Yeah,
I think
they
they're going
will.
to have great matches every week. I think they're going to have a lot of good. I think it's going to be really tough to beat them.
Yeah.
I don't know if NXT now. I don't even know can beat them.
Yeah.
Takeover can beat them.
Takeover
a
can.
takeover can beat
Yes,
them.
yeah.
But they don't have a takeover every Wednesday.
No.
You build up to a takeover.
No, in fact, one thing I always hate is the Wednesday after Takeover is a recap show.
Right.
It's like, get rid of
where
that.
you get like one match.
Get back. Yeah, no,
Right.
it's stupid.
I don't
Yeah.
think you'll have that anymore.
No, they shouldn't do that anymore.
But I mean, can normal NXT match up with them? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know, yeah.
I'm gonna say I don't think so unless they really step it up.
they'd have to really.
You'd
ramp
have
it
to
up.
have like takeover style NXTs every week, like
Yeah.
those type of match, like a crazy. Like I don't want no dumb WWE touch on it where like you have like this hyped up main event like Adam Cole versus somebody and it ends in a disqualification.
DQ. Yeah.
Dumb. I don't want that. I'm sick of that crap.
Yeah,
The
it's-
Vince McMahon finish. I'm all set
it's
with
Vince's
that.
favorite
The kiss
thing.
my ass finish.
Yeah.
No, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I know we're going over here a little bit. Let's a couple more things to touch upon. So what's this William Regal / Jericho?
Oh, so Jericho just sent out a tweet basically saying, "Oh, NXT's going to 2 hours every week. You're welcome." You know, saying that he helped establish it, and
Right.
Regal just sent back a sarcastic tweet going, "Yes, Chris, like those of us who are still here, still working every week, and putting over the talent, but yeah, it all comes down to you." So him and Regal are just jabbing back. Jericho's been jabbing WWE ever since he left.
But see,
So-
here's the thing, though. I think it's Jericho in character.
Oh, it probably is.
Because
Yeah.
he's been doing that to not just WWE, to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
He's just playing up that he's this
Sure.
really mega heel.
Yeah.
I think that's just Jericho in
Oh,
character.
probably. Yeah.
And I didn't see the tweet, so I can't really tell you. But just from hearing what you're saying, it feels like Regal's playing it up too.
Yeah, I think they both are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
So-
fine. I was hoping that it was something juicier, but
No. Well, not
Um,
yet. I mean, that just happened right before the show, so maybe we'll see.
see, because I didn't even think the whole Will Ospreay Rollins thing was that juicy. It started out, and then it kind of like,
It fizzled out, but I just thought Rollins looked like an ass. But
I guess.
Rollins portrayed everything that people hate about WWE. We have guys that are better than you. Oh, okay. Do you? You have better wrestlers than Will Ospreay? Name them. There's not a single one. Not on your roster. Sorry, no. Don't say AJ Styles.
We've
It's not
talked
true
about
anymore.
AJ Styles is still good.
No, he's not better than Ospreay right now.
Yes, he is.
No, Ospreay's way better right now.
He still is.
Nope.
AJ Styles is the best wrestler.
If we were doing a wrestling fantasy draft, I think
That's a little different though, because you want to go with someone young. So I probably wouldn't even go with Ospreay though.
no, I'd go with Kenny Omega first.
I'd go Omega. I'd go someone young.
I'd go like Omega.
I'd go Omega or Cole. I'd go a younger guy.
Yeah, sure.
A younger guy. I wouldn't go somebody, because if it's going to be like they're building my franchise.
Yeah. But my point is that Ospreay would be a top 5 pick.
Sure.
No one in WWE would be in my top 5. Not even Ricochet.
Ricochet would probably
Nah.
Owens for me.
He falls just outside for me.
Owens would be up there.
I mean,
Cole.
Yeah, Cole.
Cole would
sure.
be up
Cole
there.
would sneak in there.
Cole, Owens, Ricochet probably the only. I love Bryan, but
Not anymore.
too hurt,
Yeah.
too injury. Bryan's arguably the best wrestler, one of the best wrestlers of all time too.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It's just he's hurt, he gets hurt too much.
Yeah.
So last thing to touch upon before we end the show. This Monday Night Raw, beside the King of the Ring, which was cool.
Mm.
I didn't really like this Raw.
Last night's?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't either. You
They made it
didn't like Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins winning the tag
dumb.
team championship.
So they
for
already
no
ruined.
reason
They already
whatsoever?
ruined them.
Yeah.
They're done.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about the OC. Trash.
Yeah, no, they ruined them.
The O trash. Get them out. They're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
That's done. No credibility now.
No, stupid. Yeah,
Dumb.
Stupid.
Dumb. You could have had a really cool faction. Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
To have barely being able to move Braun Strowman.
He has to get himself back in there somehow. Yep. Dumb. I know. Stupid. I don't know what they're doing. It was a waste of time. I felt like last night's Raw too. The backstage stuff was awkward.
What do you mean?
Like Natty's promo was really weird.
Yeah.
Because she was just kind of staring off into the distance, and then she did like the whip her head to the camera. She was like, "I just got back from the doctors," and it was like really weirdly done.
Is that Paul Heyman though?
Maybe, but it was awkward.
Because
It
I
came
felt
off
the
bad.
Street Profits had maybe their best backstage.
Street Profits are still great.
Yeah, maybe their best backstage. Even the Rey Mysterio.
That was awkward.
What was going on
That
there?
was weird. Rey
He-
Mysterio and his kid.
He's just a bad. What's going on?
Yeah.
Raw
almost-
was not good last night.
Yeah.
I don't know what. And Vince wasn't there last night.
No. So yeah, I know what's going on.
What's-
Who's at the wheel?
Do
yeah.
we need Vince?
I don't know.
Does Vince keep things in order? What's going on here?
I don't know.
But last night was stinky.
Yeah.
Oof, if it's going back to that, like I'm back out.
Yep.
Might be
Back out
back
too.
out again.
Yep.
You know.
That door's gonna be closing.
So, I guess to sum everything up, how are you feeling on the current state of wrestling?
I'm iffy. I'm iffy. Like okay, so to use the door metaphor, door's still open. I still got, I'd say,
for wrestling as a whole.
no, for WWE.
No, just
Oh, for
as a
wrestling
whole.
as a whole.
As a whole
Oh.
right now.
I feel pretty good.
I'm down on everything.
Really, I'm excited for AEW to start up, but
New Japan brought me back with the G1 being
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Well, first the Super Juniors actually.
yeah.
Then the G1 had that stinky, weird, run,
yeah.
and then all right finish, and now it's kind of like I have really nothing. Like
There's nothing to look
I'm
forward
kind
to.
of back to like where I was at New Japan, where I'm kind of like I'm
Yeah.
sick of Okada with the championship.
There's not much like that. Super J Cup might be okay, but
It might be okay, but what is that going to give us?
yeah, not much. Not much.
I don't know. I think you had a real chance to make Jay White
Yeah.
a Kenny Omega level heel
Yeah.
when Kenny was the cleaner, when it was the best Kenny Omega. I think you had the best chance to have, because the crowd hates him.
Yeah, they do.
They hate him.
hate him. Yeah.
They hate him so badly.
I
and
still hold out hope for Jay White.
I don't know.
I do. I still hold out hope.
I think they don't hate him as much as Naito.
Yeah. Well, he's still really young. We'll see.
Of course, he's really young.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually you'll get it, and he'll get another title run.
Yeah.
But to get to that mega level, I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know now. I think they had the chance and they blew it.
Yeah.
They blew it, and I'm back to that. AEW, I'm glad that they're starting out. Again, I'm kind of just like,
We'll see.
prove it.
Yeah.
Prove it to me.
There's a big time prove it thing with them.
What is it? All in? What the new All In again?
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it's called.
I'm kind of excited for that.
yeah, sure.
Omega, Moxley,
Yep.
Hangman, and Jericho. I don't know who the Young Bucks are wrestling.
I don't know.
But I think they're starting their like tag team tournament for the titles.
Yeah. But yeah, they've got to prove it.
Should be good.
They've got to prove it.
It should be good.
We'll see.
If that's not good, I'm not looking forward to. So the 31st is going to be big. The
Yeah.
31st is going to be big.
Yeah.
But I'm like, using the door metaphor. I'm
Yeah.
how you were with WWE.
Right.
I'm 1 foot into wrestling. I'm kind of like, do I want to take a little break?
Yeah.
Do I want to take a little break?
Right.
Because I
And
don't
then
know
just
if I
come
want to
back.
watch a lot of crappy wrestling right now.
Yeah.
I'm not really feeling it. There's a lot more things I can do in the fall that I can pay attention to better than,
Sure. Yeah.
I
I
don't-
wouldn't blame you.
I don't know.
It's
We'll
tough
see.
right now.
It's
Yeah.
hard to give up a vice or a drug. So,
Yeah.
but we'll see. But that's where I'm at. So you're how are you?
Yeah, I'm still a little more excited than you are, but not like all the way. I'm still questioning a lot of things, still iffy about a lot of things going on.
And WWE, how are you?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. SummerSlam was good. I'm still happy with them. They're still in my good graces.
So you're
because
still
of
1 foot
SummerSlam.
in.
I'm still one foot in.
You pulled the toes back. The other foot toes back.
Yeah, the other
So you're
foot's
back
back
to the
now.
one.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Yeah,
That's
but
I'm in the same spot.
still 1 foot in. We'll see.
I'm in the same spot.
Yeah.
All right, so that's going to bring an end to this edition of Static Rift here on the Go Network. Hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. Hopefully, the MCU doesn't crumble.
Yeah, we'll see.
Don't buy the Omega.
Nope.
Unless it's a DVD of Kenny Omega. That's the only Omega you
Right.
want to buy.
But if it's the Omega issue,
Don't buy it.
Don't.
Woof.
Nope.
Stinky. And wrestling, it might not be worth watching in a couple weeks.
I don't know.
So, all right, that sums up this episode. So I don't even remember what is this, 177?
176.
177? It's 170 something.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you heard, you can follow us on all social medias at Static Riff Radio. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. We do weekly video game streams. We're hot in the middle of Mortal Kombat 11 story mode, so we'll be doing another stream this Thursday at 8:30. So please join us for maybe the end.
Yeah,
We
it's
might
gonna
only
be
have
the
a week or
end.
two left.
We got the end of Mortal Kombat. We got some other stuff
And then we get some
afterwards.
other cool stuff. We're going to, getting into some really cool indie games. And then at some point, I'm going to play a PlayStation game, and Jason's going to play an Xbox game.
The ultimate crossover.
So, yeah, the ultimate the greatest crossover of all time. So that's coming down the pike. We also have our panels from Terrificon. We recorded a bunch of panels, and a couple of them are up on YouTube right now. The rest of them will be up by the end of the night, and then we'll be posting them up on the Terrificon page probably tomorrow morning. So follow us on YouTube, check them out, or look them out on Terrificon Facebook page or Terrificon's page. So they're up there. They're pretty good. Other than that, you can find us here on the Go Network. Same static place, same static time. I love you all. You have a good night.